Hey, Kiki with Hemi. What's good, y'all? Good morning, good morning. Yes, yes. Oh, just a moment. I'm so silly. I forgot to bring my computer so I can chat with you guys. I got everything else set up. Just a minute. All right. Get that going. Set this over here. I'll get my mic on in a second. All right. Looking in this computer here. And then I can plug in this to bring the computer over. I was like, why can't I chat? Okay, early morning things, early morning things. I have been up pretty much non-stop. We got another video that will be coming out. I'm exporting it as we speak. Literally, boom, export. Yes, we doing it. We doing this for y'all. Okay, let me get this back up and popping. Get on the channel. We are doing charm and tarot readings because I was just inspired. They were like, do charms. I was like, okay, I'll do live charm casting. There we go. Spirit on it. Yes, I'm loving the feeling of the Sagittarius moon. Okay, y'all, it's taking forever. So if you're saying hi, good morning, hi. I'm going to see it in a second. My computer's sleepy too, apparently. Or YouTube is, one or the other. I'm like, yes, clicking on my channel. How long does this take? Okay, I'm just going to open up another one because it's literally taking forever. We have Sagittarius moon, y'all. So before Sagittarius moon is done, it will conjunct Jupiter. What degree is Jupiter in? That might be a little bit tomorrow, but we have happy, exuberant energy. Yes, it is squared Virgo. But here's the thing. I counsel people that have Virgo and Sagittarius placements, and I love the combo. Virgo's dating Sagittarians, Virgo, Virgo, that's yeah, y'all are trying yourselves, okay? But Virgo, Sag, and people, it can make you have the ability to plan the details and have the big vision, and I really love that mix of energy. So I've counseled a lot of people that have those squares, especially between their sun and their moon, and I'm like, it's like a road trip, basically, right? Virgo's like, no, we're not prepared, we can't go and do that, and Sag is like, let's go now, right? And I'm like, no, make that work together. Sag can be the one who has the energy and the ideas to go travel all these places, and Virgo is the one who's like, okay, can we bring a map? Can we know where we can stop, we're safe, what the weather is? And so I love that mixture. Hi Robin Lee, good morning. I'm getting on the page now. Here we go, finally. Hey Mary J, hey Danielle, hi Cinnamon Tea, everybody in the house. Yes, yes. Good morning, or whatever time of day it is when you watch this. Hey, everybody who watches the playback, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in and wanting to see the playback on the live. That's so great. Yeah, so I'm feeling this energy. Like literally, I was watching Matthew's live and I felt when the moon went into Sagittarius from Scorpio, and I went and checked, it was like 0 degrees, 0 minutes. I was like, I knew it. And then she got a notification and it played into the reading she was doing. You have your Uranus and Sag. Yes, I love that. You're in CST right now. Oh, Central Standard Time. Okay, yep, me too. Good morning. It's night in China. Ah, Catherine. Good night. Good night. The stars are shining and the moon is doing you well. Well, the moon's barely being a little crescent right now, huh? So we're on a half moon. So whenever the moon, so this is a way you can tell moon phases. If you're not, some people are good at moon phases and not signs. Some people are good at moon signs and not phases. So basically, if we know the new moon happens when sun and moon are conjunct, and the full moon happens when sun and moon are polar opposite, when the moon is square, that means it's a half moon. Hope you're enjoying your evening there. Yes, we hope you're enjoying your evening there. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I found that people really like the morning shows and the super late night ones. I think it hits the right time frames, morning and night people. So I'm trying to stay with that. And so far, I'm able to. I am more of a night owl, definitely, but it's just because I haven't gone to sleep, so I'm up early. That's basically how, if I'm up early, it's probably because I haven't gone to sleep. Yes. So if you guys would like, we have our bag of charms here, all different charms and runes and stuff. We have our tarot. If you want a reading right now live, you can send in $15 and we can do Cash App or PayPal. It's in the description box. And we can do live charm readings or tarot readings for your questions. We can also, if you want to ask me any astrological questions, you can do a reading for that as well. If you want me to give you opinions or advice on particular placements in your chart and someone else's chart, things of that nature. Okay? Yes, yes. So let me know. Go ahead and send them in. Woo! Good energy, good vibes. So yeah, all that Sagittarius is squaring all that Virgo. But I don't know. We can do it, y'all. We might feel like, am I being too dreamy? Am I being too? And of course, it's all square the Pisces too. Square and opposing the Pisces Neptune. But I feel like that's perfect energy for us to manifest, right? Like we channel in the energy with Pisces, right? We get the spiritual vibe there. Sagittarius says, yeah, we could do it, get motivated. Don't just sit there on that talent, all right? Don't sit on your talent, Pisces. Let's get motivated. So then Jupiter and Sag are like, let's do it, let's do it. And then Virgo's over here like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Hi, Marge. Virgo's like, I don't know. I'm looking at the calculations. There's some calculations for you guys. I did the keyword. But then if Virgo's like, okay, fine. If you're gonna do it, I love when Virgos do that. They're like, fine, guys. If you have to run off and be impractical, here's some tips. Like Virgos, they have everything you need in their car, in their purse. Yes. Pisces, we do too, but it's probably because we just never removed it all to begin with. You would love a tarot reading. You sent in a payment yesterday at the end of live. I'm not sure if you're able to see it in Cash App. Okay, let me get, where did I put my phone? I think I do remember one coming in later, and I was like, your money is laughing at you right now. Well, manifest it up, manifest it up. Yes, abundance coming in from every pore. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Cup's been trying to hang with me and pretend that she's an all-nighter too. She usually sleeps so much, y'all. She's Scorpio sun and moon. I'm like, you're a little night owl, or she is a night owl, but she sleeps all the time. I'm like, you need to rest, Miss Barky Bark, getting over here restless. Okay. Let me check the Cash App. But I do remember one coming in later. Yep, I got it. I got it for you. Okay, what is your question? Waiting for that 219 million. Okay. Yes, could use some of that. Could use some of that. I'm lowering my voice because I heard the baby stir. All right. Yes, anyone else that would like a reading, please send in your money to Cash App or PayPal in the description box below. And then put your question in the chat. Oop. Sorry about that. Tarot threw some cards on the floor. You know how it does. Please hit the like, y'all. In here watching, I appreciate it. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I'm just shuffling, getting ready for Robin's question. Thank you for hitting the like, y'all. Okay, there you are. I think some people's playback is just a bit more delayed. We can also take in other questions. I do, y'all, I'm serious. I'm over here and I just feel like giggling, like behind my belly button. I just feel like, Sag energy is so good. Like watch some comedies, have a good time, get out of the house if you want, explore, take a little trip. Maybe instead of, spending lunch in the little cafeteria at your work, go out and go up the street or something, get something to explore around. Thank you. Thank you so much. The chariot with the page of Pentacles, the daughter of Pentacles. So go ahead and explore out, spend a little coin, okay? But you don't have to. You can go out and just connect. I used to go out and do water walks, and I would find all these hidden fountains when I worked downtown LA. Yes. Go ahead. All right, you had a reading on a future partner coming in, and I found out that I have finally manifested my first romantic soulmate. I'm excited, but as a Capricorn, I want to know everything about them. Hi, Cinnamon D. Okay, so we have Catherine and Cinnamon D also lining up next. Okay, and we're doing Robins right now. Yes, and anyone else, please feel free to send in your readings. Okay, so Robin wanted a tarot. So please put in your questions, Catherine and Cinnamon, and let me know if you want it read with charms or with tarot. We are doing our first live charm reading. Okay, so for Robin, Robin the Capricorn, love Capricorns. Robin wants to know everything about this first romantic soulmate that they are manifesting and bringing in. Tell us more, please. You said, would you be able to read for any personality traits, looks, the connection in general? Yes, absolutely. Okay, Ten of Swords reversed, Daughter of Swords, Daughter of Cups. This person looks very youthful. They look very youthful. They could have very chiseled, like cheekbones, strong jaw lines, even a slightly pronounced like Adam's apple or collarbones. They got the look, okay? Yes, but it's not too severe because we have the Page of Cups, so they do have that, that little round, they have a good mix of like a baby face with chiseled looks. Okay, they look young, they look like they're serving. We have the Two of Pentacles reversed, we have the Sun reversed, and the Nine of Cups reversed. They're used to getting what they want. Okay, they're used to getting what they want. And what they want's gonna be you. We have the Ten of Cups. They're family oriented. Three of Swords reversed, but they're not, they have known heartbreak. They're not adverse to heartbreak. I'm getting such a strong like modeling vibe. I don't know if they have ever modeled or if people just want them to. Certain people, they're just like, how are you normal? Like, why aren't you a model? I don't understand. And they might constantly be asked to like do photography for people, or like, to be a model when people are taking pictures, things of that nature. Like, will you model this for my business or this or that? Or they might be approached a lot to do things that are more like artistic or celebratory. You said, oh Lord. Yes, they are. They're very family oriented, and people might not expect that. Like, they could get stereotyped a lot, and people might just be like, whoa, like it's kind of that heart stopping, like people like literally stop and stare at them kind of vibe. They might have very unique eyes too. They could have, there's something unique about their eyes. They might not be exactly the same in color. Maybe they're slightly hazel. Sometimes they're hazel but in slightly different ways. There's something unique about their eyes that they have going on, but they're very captivating. And I think it's hard for people to I get this. Okay, so Leos, sometimes with Leos, I've seen Leos that, I kid you not, they cut their own hair because they say they're tired of their hair competing with them. Like, their hair is that fabulous, and only only Leo placements would really be on that. But I've literally heard so many Leos say that they get tired of it and they shave their head or they cut their hair short. That's how this person can be with their looks. Like, they can be so good looking that it's almost frustrating to them sometimes because people don't take them seriously. It's making me think of Jason Momoa, where he said like Baywatch was the worst thing he did because then everyone just only wanted to see him as like this gorgeous pretty boy, and he couldn't, until he got that scar, like a little scar on his face, they wouldn't like put him in any serious roles. And so there's just like a huge thing with this person's attractiveness. Like, they're super, super attractive, only where people will stop and look at them and it's almost like deadly attractive. Okay, so they have very good hair, they have very stunning eyes. They could have a little scar somewhere, but it's like so small, you're like, that little thing, like, get out of here. Might be like I'm seeing like a little tiny scar by like the mouth. But there's somebody who's actually very like cuddly and hands-on with people that they love. They love children, they love their family. You know, there's somebody that would just like love all their aunties, all their cousins. I do see them being very child oriented, very friendly. You have a Leo friend who literally says the same thing. Yes, you understand. Yes. But there's somebody they have, because they love so much, they have had broken hearts. They have had disappointments in love. They have known some loss. And again, people might not expect that about them. They have maybe gone for things that they wanted and didn't get it. Again, it could have been just because people are like, no, like you look too pretty to work here, or we don't think you're the type for this career. And they're like, I really want to be, you know, a welder or something. And they're people don't let them be who they are sometimes. They can be very role cast and they can be left in like fantasy land. So they have a hard time with people seeing them who they are and letting them fully just be themselves. And so I think that's why they love being around their family so much, because they can just be who they are. They can be goofy, they can be loving, they can be artistic, and they're seen as, you know, who they are. There's someone who's very like has a lot of intuition with them. They are very captivated by beautiful things and you know, like little signs and symbols and stuff. The energies that I'm getting, I'm seeing strong Leo and water sign, especially Pisces, and I'm seeing that there could be they probably have a mix of signs in their chart, because I'm seeing Capricorn, I'm seeing a little air, some Mercurial like Gemini or Virgo, and I'm seeing some Pisces or potential Scorpio in their chart. It's actually a lot of Pisces though. Maybe a little Libra. So they have a lot of signs in their chart. Yeah, there's a lot of Libra. Okay, so they probably have all the elements, placements in all the elements. They do like to withhold judgment because they feel so misjudged a lot of the time. Hold up, sound like my man, hello, he light skinned and handsome. You know what, I do keep seeing light skin. I was like, I wasn't trying to say that because, I mean, everybody look good. But see, on this card, he's not. But what I keep getting this visual of somebody, and they're light skinned, they have, their eyes can go really light or go darker, and they're just very chiseled. They can, you know, clean shave, you know, when they can shave just baby face, just baby face. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing the hair cropped short, but if they grew it out, they would have amazing hair. All right, they would have very thick, very luscious hair. Yeah, I feel like when they don't want to be read, you can't read who they are, what they're thinking, what they're doing. But they do. They try not to judge people, and it's not because they're trying to be like, you know, not have any what's it stick to itiveness to themselves. It's just because they really feel so misjudged by people. People either think you're attractive, you must be a jerk, you're attractive, you must be a bad boy, or you must be of no substance because you're beautiful. Like that's just a whole thing with them. That's a whole thing with them. So yes, they're somebody who I feel like they keep trying again. They always find the silver lining on things, but they might come into their life a bit later. Again, a parallel of the example of Jason Momoa, where he wasn't given a lot of positions. He's like in Hollywood, but wasn't able to be who he really is until like just now, within the last few years, and he just turned like 40. So it's not that he wasn't doing the work and stuff. It just took everyone else a while to let him be himself and develop and believe in his skills and gifts, because ironically he wasn't believed in because of his looks, and this person has a very similar feel. I feel like when they go into business, they can be like, they can bring in a lot of money. It's not the most important thing to them. Again, they care about family, they care about having time off, they care about being able to live life. So your Capricorn's like, oop. They like communication. They love to be able to communicate. I think if this person like likes you, they're not going to play games and like not text you back. They're going to be someone who's sending you pictures of what they're doing throughout the day, or beautiful things they say, loving things that they remember about you. I feel like they smell good. You know, they like good textured clothing. Not that they're snobby, but they do have that little side where they can be particular about things, and they like what they like, and they're not above indulging their family and friends. But at the same time, if they liked an outfit and it felt good and it wasn't a bajillion dollars, they wouldn't care, you know? So they, I mean, they have a cool mix of this. I feel like they can move between a lot of classes of people, and when people don't judge them from their looks, their personality wise, and just their heart, I feel like they're pretty humble. Yeah, they're pretty humble. So I think most of their life is about their relationships. They're not somebody who's overly focused on career, although they do have some big dreams and goals. And I feel like they do well in career. It's not something that's difficult for them. They can always find work, or, they keep going at their dreams. And they're not overly focused on, I have to get pleasure, I have to get what I, like that. But they live for beauty and feelings and memories and connections with others. And that's really what makes their world go round for them. I feel like this person will be a little taller than you, few inches taller than you. And they seem to be just like of a medium build. I don't see them being overly to any extreme. I think they'll be fit. They can get chiseled when they do work out. They kind of ebb and flow in and out of that. But I never see them being particularly like out of shape or unhealthy. I think they are someone who has pretty decent health. They might have had a few little things with their health, little repetitive things, but it's nothing that would get the best of them. You know what I mean? They might feel embarrassed, like maybe they have just a very, very light eczema patch in one spot or something, like something that would be, to them, they would notice it, and maybe they would be afraid people would judge them, but it wouldn't be anything that would be extremely, not to belittle eczema, because baby had it and she had it bad and it was awful. So it's something we caretake, and she's grown out of it. She had like the baby version of eczema, but anyways, but you know what I mean? For them, it could be like their scar, like they have little things that they're afraid of people finding fault in them because people put them on a pedestal, but I don't see anything that is very extreme. I feel like overall they're a pretty balanced person as far as the way they live their life. So okay, their energy, you can get very lost in it. I've been reading this for like 20 minutes, but that's what I'm seeing for them so far. Yeah. But they have a very sweet energy. Yeah, and just kind of like a very wistful, flowing through life, just a hankering for more love. Yeah, so Catherine was next. Catherine said, I want to know what kind of person I am in his eyes through tarot. Perfect for Catherine. You said if it resonates, like maybe you're so excited. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this reading. I'm going to try to calm down and just wait for the universe and divine timing. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. He feels like a sweetheart. Okay. For Catherine, let me go up and get your exact wording. Catherine wants to know what kind of person they are in his eyes. What kind of person is Catherine in his eyes? Yes, what kind of person is Catherine in his eyes? You guys can still go ahead and send in your $15 if you want your readings. Cash App or PayPal in the description box. What kind of person is Catherine in his eyes? I want to give it a really good shuffle. What kind of person is Catherine in his eyes? Okay, we have some falling out over here, so let's put them down. We have 5 of Wands reversed. We do have the 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Hermit reversed, King of Cups, God of Cups in this deck, 10 of Swords reversed again. We have the Magician reversed, and we have the 10 of Cups. I did see the Tower when I was shuffling. So they think that you're somebody, if you wanted to, you could be very fiery and formidable, but you do try more to work together with people when you have to, and be compassionate. I think they see you as somebody who it's easy for you to be alone and be more solitary and kind of stick to yourself, and that you have to get used to being around people again. Maybe you're someone who, even when you're around people, you kind of drift off into your own world, and then it's like, oh yeah, I forgot other humans. Like, I forgot we're doing this social thing. And so they see you as somebody who is used to your own spaces. Hi, Sylvie girl. Yes, if you'd like a question answered, go ahead and send it in $15 to the chat, not the chat, to Cash App or PayPal, and I'll go ahead and answer your question live. Let's see, is this tilting a bit, y'all? There we go. Yes, yes. Hi, Goddess Ohuro. Yes. So they see you as somebody who is, you know how people are like, I don't know if this happened to you, but ever since I was in like middle school, those little boys would be like, "You're gonna be a great wife one day," and I was like, "What the hell is that supposed to mean?" You know. But also, it's like I guess it means like, you know, I'm a person people see to invest in, like a good long-term partner, a loving person, a person who holds those qualities. But people always say comments like that my whole life. And so this person holds that kind of energy. They're like, if you could get pulled out of your solitary phase, you prefer staying alone, yes. They're like, if you could get used to being around people, they feel like you have all of the qualities that they would look for in a partner. And they could see you as being a very good partner, a good parent, a good, you know, just somebody that you're a full person. Like you're a full person who's self-sufficient and you don't have to like leech off of others. You're not codependent, and they think that you would be a very good, you know, asset additive to have to someone else's life, like two whole people coming together to create more fullness and more happiness. And they really really like that. It is difficult because they feel like you are reserved sometimes, and they don't know how to get you to open up. They don't know how to, because they just feel gushing with a lot of emotion. They do feel like you have a lot of emotion underneath the scenes, but at the same time they feel like you're not really ready to open up and share that with everybody. That you very carefully cultivate and think, okay, I can offer you this much of myself, and that's not bad. They really respect that, but it's not usually what everyone does, right? Everyone just kind of throws themselves out there more, or people, or some people that are reserved might just have a coldness to them. So it's like they see you're nurturing, but you stick to yourself, and they're not sure how to get more of you to open up without disrespecting your boundaries. They also get nervous about maybe not being worthy of of the connection that you offer, because it's like something that's so precious to you. They know that it's not something that you just give to everybody. You know, you don't just give access to yourself to everybody. They feel like you're somebody who does focus a lot on business and finances, and that you really want to have security and safety, and that's very important to you. That you really want to focus on like your physical health. They think you look good. They think you look very thriving, very gorgeous, just luscious. They just see you as somebody who's very earthy and natural and very practical. They do sense that maybe there's a little bit of this kind of chaos within, that if you were to get cracked open in the wrong way, that you would just kind of fly off the handle, or if somebody was to invade your space or to hurt you, that you could become, you know, kind of like the worst nightmare to deal with, like the storm, the lightning, right? I'm trying to think of a movie, but you know, some movies where it's like, ah ha ha, and like the witch comes in the storm or something. They do feel like there's the capability for you to do that, were they to, you know, be shady or betray you or to bring any heartbreak to you. But they feel like mostly you're really wanting to connect with people, and you're really wanting to just have truth and honesty, or with them, I should say, not with people, with them. And but it's in a very cultivated way, it's in a very controlled way, and it's very specific, and you do expect him to behave a certain way. If he said it on point, you do expect him to behave a certain way, in order to get that, you know, that good from you. Okay, they do think you would be good in bed. All right, they do think you guys would have a good physical chemistry, definitely. He feels like you smell good. He feels like you probably have really soft skin and very soft hair. And he thinks that you're a good person to fantasize about, you know, to daydream about and think about. I think he thinks about bringing out your softness, bringing out your tenderness, and like, just like, okay, you don't have to be so strong right now, right? We can just be together. You don't have to be so tough and so strong right now. You can let me in. And that's kind of like something he thinks about. But he also knows, like, at any minute that you could cut him off, okay, like the chopping board. And so he's not trying to get that. Yeah, so that's how he sees you. He sees you as someone who's wise. But he does doubt if you're using your wisdom and connecting with him. Does he think that you're sassy? I think he thinks that you're pretty level-headed. So if you use sass, he feels like it's the right moment to use sass. He sees you more like a boss, like you have the right to say what you say, basically. Although he does feel like you could cut him to the quick if he comes disrespectful, but he sees it as you do it at the right times, like you do it when it should be done. So he doesn't really be like, oh, you're just so sassy. He's like, oh, you're the boss. That's his vibe. You're the boss. You're the boss of your life. And if I mess up, it's like the little electric fence. I should have expected that. Yes, you're right. And otherwise, if he comes correctly, you don't really need to give him that treatment. So, right? But he knows you could treat him. He knows you could treat him and put him in his place if he comes in correctly. Absolutely. And I think that he's wanting to show you that he's genuine and has this affection there. And then he comes in a good way, at least from what he's thinking, that he this is what he thinks his intentions are. And that he just wants to have you open up, right? And to get to this very romantic side of you. He just really wants to see this romantic side of you. Yeah, so that's what I am seeing. That ain't bad, okay? Seeing you as the boss, seeing you with some soft skin, handling your business. And I mean, I'm not against people seeing us as, storm witches who can put them in their place if necessary. Sounds good to me. Yes. All right. Let's see. Who did we have next? We had Cinnamon D. Correct. And then Mary J has a question about Cancer Leo cusps. Okay. Where was that question? Okay, Cinnamon D says, I would like to know how my family feels about my new business in tarot, please. Yes, let's see. How does Cinnamon D's family feel about their new business in tarot? Oh, wait. Is your business in tarot or you wanted me to read it in tarot? Let's clarify. Should I pull a clarifier? You're welcome. Cinnamon D, are you in the house? Everybody, are you in the house? Y'all know that song. What song is that? Y'all know that song. That song sounds like summer, doesn't it? All right. I just want to clarify if your business is in tarot or you're just saying you want me to use tarot and not charms. Cinnamon D. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that question, we'll answer Mary J. Oh wait, did it come through? Did the question come through? No. Okay. So Mary J. wanted to know a little bit more about the Cancer Leo cusp. People that are born on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. Yes, a lot of Cancerians have Leo placements. A lot of Leo placements have Cancer placements, and some are born right in the mix of that time. Like for instance, Selena Gomez. She's like half an hour away from being a Leo. And she has an Aries moon. Because I was like, I know she looks like a Cancer. She has just enough Cancer to have like the Cancer glamour, right? Where people are like, oh, so sweet. But I'm like, I felt that fire in her chart. So I went and looked and I was like, nope, you almost a Leo and you got an Aries moon. So Cancer Leo combos, they have that, they have that ability of being sensitive and, emotional. They're very childlike. They're a mix of being like nurturing, but then childlike themselves. Every Cancer Leo person that I've seen that has a lot of that or is in the cusp usually has a lot of friends and family around, a lot of photos of their friends and family. When you go in their house, just everywhere, they're usually people who are very celebrated. They have a lot of memories. You said me. Are you a Cancer Leo? They have a lot of people, like, their birthdays and their holidays, because they care about those things. They spend a lot of time with their relationships, right? They really are about their connections, their habits, their routines, their celebrations with their family and friends. They always usually have something going on, even if they're a homebody and they do, dinners and stuff at their house or movie nights or game nights. You still read it, yeah, yeah. And they're just very tender. I feel like there's something so personable about them. They're usually very creative. They can be a little bit emotionally all over the place. They can sometimes be like a hot mess ready to melt down. But I feel like they love hard. They care intensely, very intensely, and usually they end up feeling like their Leo energy usually ends up feeling like their family circle and just being recognized by their friends and loved ones is, it soothes them. It does it for them. Versus some Leo placements with some combinations, they have to conquer the whole world and they have to be super famous. Not that they're not, because I feel like Cancer Leos, a lot of them are very artistic. They might take artistic paths in school. A lot of them are good at cooking. I've seen a lot of them in home decorating and real estate and things like that, and they usually really love to have their home look nice, but they don't necessarily have to go and like, I don't feel like they're empty a lot of times. That explains July 13th. I feel like they're pretty fulfilled. Like, they're not, I don't see them as being like, oh, I'm just going to go chase empty fame. Again, like some negatively aspected Leo placements can be, they usually have a good groundedness and a center of home, and they're very heart-centered people, I would say. Emotional sometimes, but very heart-centered. Well, I mean, heart-centered people are. Yeah, I feel like a lot of them have a pretty good intuition and instinct. They usually have, some kind of spiritual belief that they connect with. Please read it in tarot. Okay, perfect. For Cinnamon D. So yeah, I think they're pretty sweet, and they're generally very well liked. Okay. So you said, so your question was, let me redo Cinnamon D's. How does Cinnamon D's family feel about their new business? How does Cinnamon D's family feel about their new business? How does Cinnamon D's family feel about their new business? Okay, we have Nine of Pentacles reversed, Nine of Swords reversed, Goddess of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Five of Cups reversed, Three of Cups, Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Some of them have the I'll believe it when I'll see it kind of vibe, like when I see a check. That's a harsh answer, but that was like boom, and that came very clairaudiently. They want to see you successful, and I think they like that you seem happy about what you're going to do. At the same time, they might be concerned that it's not too practical enough, that maybe it's try a jump at happiness, and that it's like okay, it's good that you're getting out there and you're doing something business wise, but it's almost like there's some reservations before they're gonna celebrate. So you might feel that energy like, okay, yeah, once I'm thriving at this, then they're gonna be happy about it. There's kind of that vibe, like, okay, once we see how stable this could be, once we see if you can actually stick with this, and if you can make it long term maybe in it, then they'll have more gratitude or happiness towards the situation. I feel like they're happy if you're happy, that you're happy maybe, or that you are finding, something that you feel would be secure, but I don't think that they necessarily think that it's a good long-term plan or the right decision, but they are glad that it would be like you up and working and not feeling like sad and worried and having a lot of concerns. They might also worry about like your health or just your stability or your safety or security in some way. They might also feel like, I don't know if it's like your boss or if you're being your own boss, how that would play out. It's like they're kind of wondering how long this will last or how long it will hold. So it's almost like there's a feeling of, we'll give it a few months, and if it's still going strong and everything's okay and secure, then we'll know it's safe to celebrate more. So I feel like heart-wise, with the Three of Cups, they do want the best for you, but they might have different opinions on the practicality of things with the Three of Pentacles reverse, that maybe they would make different decisions or they would want different things for you financially or in your career. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles reverse. They're not, it's more I'll believe it when I see it versus I'm happy for you now and I'm believing that it's going to turn out good. It's more you might have to feel, or you might feel like you have to prove it to them first, or prove that you can hold the job, or prove that you can fill the position, or that it's going to be lucrative. They believe that you have a lot of talent and skill, but they might feel like, well, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like when there's like the elders in the family who are like, oh wow, you could be an engineer though, you know what I mean, like that kind of thing. And you're like, someone just got promoted and is making a ton of money and they love their job and they're a successful bartender or something and they love what they do, and then they always get the comment like, oh well, you could be an engineer or you should be a doctor, you know what I mean? It's like always some kind of commentary on it, and they have a different viewpoint on it. Please hit the like, y'all, if you're watching. Thank you. I appreciate it. You can also send in your payments if you would like to get a reading as well. I think we are open after this, so if you'd like to be added to the reading. You said no one has supported me, the Floyd. You can be so much, but you don't see that in yourself. I don't know who you're saying that to, or if you're reading the cards over me. Please don't read over the reader. But yeah, it's once you get it, they know that you have potential though. They know that you have potential point blank because they see you as the Goddess of Pentacles. And sometimes when our families aren't supporting us along the journey, we think that they don't see us as having potential. No, that's not the case. They know you have potential. They're just not going to pop the champagne and support it until after you already prove it. And then it might be a little bit annoying. You said reading to myself. Oh, see that in yourself. Absolutely. See it in yourself. In a good way, right? You can be much in a good way. And I'll do a general after this too. That reminds me. Thank you. Yeah, it's just like kind of, I feel frustrated for you a bit with this reading, Cinnamon D. I'm going to pull a few cards of advice and support. Two of Cups, advice and support, okay? Hermit reverse. Five of Pentacles reverse. Yes, get that money. And the Son of Pentacles. So they're reminding you to, and Three of Swords reverse at the top. They're reminding you that you are not alone, that there are people who that see you like here. Like, I see you, boo-boo. I see you. I believe in you. You got heart. I know that you can achieve anything just from the goodness of who you are. That you've been going it alone, but you're not going to have to go it alone. I see you having either good, like good networking. So coworkers, if there's coworkers around you, or people who are similar in the field, who will be connecting with you in some way, and they'll be able to reaffirm to you like, no, you're doing a good job, like you're doing amazing. And it's going to help come into a place of healing with feeling like you don't have that support system. I also see your finances turning around and getting a lot better coming out of the Five of Pentacles, which is a beautiful thing. Yeah, so you're going to see that support from others, and it's going to be like, okay, that outside validation, which we sometimes need when we're not getting it at home, that no, you're definitely deserving of having this good job. You're doing a good job. We're so glad that you're here. And you're doing it well, okay? And it's gonna benefit your pocketbook as well, okay? Yes. So that is what I see for your question, Cinnamon D. You were a teacher and you left your career, left the path. You have to do what feels right, though. Absolutely. Ooh, look at this. It's like you had to listen to what you felt was right. We have the Empress with the High Priestess. Wow, you can't ignore that. So it's going to come around. And of course, you have the Hermit jumping out. Hermit and the High Priestess. So you're right. You have to listen to yourself. It'll lead you the right way. Yes. All right, if anyone else would like a reading, please go ahead and send in $15 to Cash App or to PayPal. The links are in the description box down below. Thank you for coming through. Good morning, good evening, whatever time it is where you're at. I hope you take some time to have some laughs and some silliness and some far off daydreaming and scheming on the Sagittarius full moon right now. Or not full moon. It's not full moon. It just feels like it because it's Sag and they extra. Yes. All right, all right. Let me pull a general reading. I'll pull a general reading. And yes, you can ask to be read with charms, astrology, tarot. I think that's why some people are sitting around and not participating, not liking the video. They're trying to see what I'm going to do with the charms. Hi, other tarot readers. Show some love. Don't cost nothing. Except for maybe pride. We don't need that around here. Good morning, Julia. Julia July. I like that. I hope you guys have wonderful work days. We need motivation, right? I'm Pisces. We do not like to wake up harsh. We don't like to wake up rude. We like to just have a nice, sweet flow waking up and all peaceable. You're welcome. You're welcome, Cinnamon D. If you don't work, well, I hope you have a wonderful, fulfilling day. So don't take the blessing then if you don't want to. All right. General reading for those with good intentions who are chatting and liking the video, participating basically. We have the Justice card, the Five of Wands. You're welcome. The Empress, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Wands, which is Daughter of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. We have the Ace of Swords reversed, and we have the Devil card. This is general reading for those with good intentions participating. He said, by the way, this is the 4th time I saw a 10 of Cups in your reading, and I only ordered 5 from you. The only one that didn't have it is the time I asked about the other girl. Wow, that's true, because you had said that last time that you had it 3. Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. Yes, get that fairy tale happy ending. Yes. There's a lot of energy going on for us in the cards. Okay, we have 4 major arcana out of 8 cards, okay, with the Devil, the Justice, the Empress, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Basically, if people have been giving you crap, people have been feeling fiery, they've been trying it, they've been, you like the wheel? Yes, I like the Wheel of Fortune in this too. People have been leaving, look, it's like people shit talking, leaving rude comments, all that kind of stuff. That is going to bite them in the ass. Basically, whoever is not, if they're naysaying you, if they're, not believing in you, if they always have discouraging words to say, if they're trying to keep you from living your best life, if they've been holding you back, if they've been interfering in your relationships or in your potential, or giving you problems legally, they are going to be overtrodden. Okay, the universe is about to flip the script on them, pull the rug from under them, get them stuck in traffic. Okay, you are going to make this great escape into thriving. And especially those of you who are nurturers, I'm seeing, especially for those who are, parenting or taking care. Some of you even had concerns about like an animal. Maybe you broke up with someone and you're concerned about the safety of your furry family member and getting them, or of your children. This is saying that you're going to be rewarded and blessed and protected and held in safety, okay? You and the things that you're nurturing. Some of you, this has been your business. That's been like your baby. And it's been like, it's been difficult for you to have people coming at it very shady, very toxic, low vibrational people who want to join together to bring negativity to you. The universe sees it, okay? The universe sees it. See the tear right here on Justice. The universe is sad when negative things happen to good people as well. And when it is, as soon as it's time, they will switch that and the people will get their lesson and you'll get your blessing. So that's happening now. And they're going to be cut out. All right, they're going to be muted like you did a shut up spell on them. Maybe you did. Okay, they're going to have to eat their own words. And I feel like, what they say? They say, make your Fur babies, that's a term that people use for animals like pets, instead of saying pets that are just as important to people as children would be. Instead of having children, they have animals. But this is, they say to make your apologies just as loud as your disrespect. So what that means is like if someone talks shit about you all over town, they need to apologize and say they were wrong all over town, right? So I don't feel like these people are going to do it willingly, but I feel like the universe is getting ready to pull them by the ears and embarrass them basically for what they've been on and the disrespect that they've been having, anything negative. Some of them, it might be in court, okay? Some of them, it might be in front of family or in their own business. They're going to end up showing their ass, telling on themselves, and just burning their own bridges. So it's saying to keep moving forward in abundance and feeling lush and feeling that you're creating your life. Don't feel like you left anything behind. Don't feel like, oh, I'm bad and that's why this is happening to me, or I'm negative, that's why this is happening to me. No, that's not the case. You're standing in very good energy. Those of you who are in the similar vibe and here in a supportive way, you know why you're here. And those of you communicating and connecting and showing love on the video, okay, that's who this is for. Because I definitely think that some of the people are the shade people that are watching this. I'm going to be watching it later. You hear your message too, okay? And that's what it is. It's where you're going to be set up, all the people doing good in the presence of your enemies, and they're not going to be able to touch you. So it's saying don't be afraid to make your moves. Don't be afraid to continue to build your life in a good way. Don't be afraid to continue to grow and love and to basically shine and be seen, because all that negativity is not going to be able to stand against you or stop your blessings, okay? So, woo woo, yes, we needed some of that. I'm happy for that reading. Beautiful. The wheel's resonating with you, yes, as the wheel turns. Okay, anyone else would like a reading? You want a charmed reading? I would like a reading about my love life. I dented in my money. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So are the days of our life. Yeah. These are the days of our life. You mean like the soap opera? Okay. Charmed reading. Ooh, I'm excited. I was hoping someone would do a loved one. I'm going to do a charmed, just charms love pick a card too. Y'all want that? Okay, let's see. Good morning. Hey. Hi, Davis. Okay, for Cinnamon D, we're getting a really good mixture in here. For Cinnamon D, Charmed Love Life reading. Charmed Love Life reading for Cinnamon D. Ooh, it's like keep digging, just keep digging. Is this part of the message here? You gotta dig deep, okay? We trying to find the right ones. Okay. For Cinnamon D, I'm feeling happy though. I'm feeling really happy and giddy and goofy. Oh my gosh, are you picky as all get out? It said nope, keep going. Keep. Woo. Okay, wow. You trying to have it all. All right, we over here hunting like pirates for treasure. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Wow. I love it. It's a little string. Sometimes the string from the bag gets on here. So literally it's like, okay, first of all, you could be fertile. Let's just start there. All right, don't give them a chance if you don't want it to if you don't want to get pregnant, okay? Or you might just have the energy of somebody who is very fertile coming in, or who has children. Let me see the rest of this. Okay, so for love life energy, I feel like what you're doing spiritually and magically is very, very strong. You have a very huge energy field when it comes to love. It's almost like you pull in a lot of fish. You cast with the big net, and you're gonna have to filter it out and throw back what you don't want. No disrespect to the other fish, right? But it's like you have a lot of options. You have a lot of options. I'm seeing some Pisces. I'm seeing some Cancers. I'm seeing a Leo. I'm seeing a couple Scorpios. Okay, I'm seeing two Leos. I'm seeing an Aries. Like you have a lot of potential. Your third eye energy. Now, sometimes your third eye is over here, not seeing through the messages as much as you want. It's a little in left field. So sometimes we can be so woo woo that we don't see clearly the people in front of us, right? Okay, I'm a Pisces, I can admit it. And so that can happen sometimes. Sometimes you're so far thinking that your soulmate is a far off option that the universe is like, well, dang it, there's seven of them right here. All right, they got them lined up like matchmaker, matchmaker, make you a match. And you're just like, one day I will find love. One day there will be a soulmate possibility. And they're like, you gotta be kidding me. We have so many, okay? That's the vibe. Look at this, just snagging them up. Okay, there could definitely be a Pisces moon. That's a Pisces moon right there. I'm seeing a Leo moon, Aries moon. But I'm seeing that the universe is listening to you about what you want to, what you're decreeing about commitment and what your rules are about. This is what a committed relationship is to me. This is what I need to have accomplished. The closest commitment that I see, there could be a Leo with a Pisces moon. That's very specific, but that's what I'm seeing. I feel like a Leo is the closest one, but you might not notice them, which how you gonna not notice a Leo? You're a Pisces moon. Hey, yes, Pisces placements. Like, how are you not gonna notice a Leo? But I feel like there's a Leo you either denied or maybe we're too shy to connect with, or this could actually be the rare specimen there in the wild, the shy Leo. Actually, I have a lot of shy Leo friends. They usually have Cancer, Pisces, or Virgo placements. Usually their moon is in one of those signs if they're shy. But this is someone who's low-key. They could have some Scorpio in their chart too. I freaking love Leo Scorpio combos. Okay, Scorpios with Leo moons kind of scare me, but I love Leos with Scorpio moons. Anyways, but this is what it's like, actually, this giddy feeling, this like, oh, this combo, that combo, this person. That's what it's supposed to be like for you. It's supposed to be fun for you to have. Like, you're meant to experience a lot of different partners and opportunities right now. You have a lot of soulmates that were like, yeah, we'll show up when you were like, hey, I want to experience dating and love. You had a whole bunch of soulmates that volunteered. And so that's the vibe right here. Is, even remember in your business reading you had the Two of Cups, right? So it's like you have so many people that just, they would like the chance just to date you, to get to know you. I feel like you haven't even begun to explore all the different energies of like people's personalities up close and personal, like what different energies feel like, what different like zodiac placements would feel like showing love, expressing love. There's been such a detachment, and that is like this warm feeling. It's like, go out and date. And I feel like a lot of these people, I don't feel like things would really end negatively. Maybe you're afraid of things ending badly, and this feels like, no, there's so many, especially fire water combos are a really good mix for you, and you would probably end up being friends on your terms if you didn't decide to date them long term. Okay, but I see some like beautiful, like whether you decide to have a fling, whether you decide just to go out on a few dates, or if you decide to reel them in, it really seems like it's at your beck and call. Things are just really on your term. But I do see that there could be a serious commitment with this Leo, but they're saying you have to evaluate your contracts and what you want spiritually. This is like a talisman. So you could have overly protected yourself from spiritual or from romantic relationships. I don't feel like it's a block or a curse or anything. I just feel like they're saying, if you're ready, you got to let us know and let us fully bring these people in so that they can just make the moves on you, okay? Because the energy is there around you. I'm in a relationship now for 4 years. He is my best friend. Okay, you have a lot of other options then. Let's see. I would say to open up more because there could be more aspects. Does he have any of these placements? I would say open up more because he could have more aspects of his personality that haven't been expressed. Um, yeah, than what you've experienced, because I feel like there just needs to be more depth. They're saying that there hasn't been the depth and the fun and the romance. Like it's like the romance, the emotional, intense connection. You have spiritual connection. I feel like you guys go in and out. But both of these signs of like who you are and the solar plexus are kind of hidden. They're not being open and bold and connecting with each other. Yeah, that's the biggest energy, is to let more amorous energy in, more romantic energy, and that you can go to a serious commitment. Not that 4 years isn't a serious commitment, but to fully just agree to it and come to terms with, I'm diving full in. Like that's kind of the message, is diving full in and allowing this to happen. So I don't know if maybe just seeing that you have other suitors and seeing how attractive and loved on and loving that other people think you are, if it will help nurture your relationship with your current partner and open up to the depth of romance and emotionality that they want you to have in your current relationship. But there's just a lot of energy towards it, like a ton of energy towards it. And so they just don't want you to be in your head or too spiritual about it. It's more kind of like take the hands off the steering wheel and allow yourself to have, it's like, on that dating scene, like that fifth house energy, like just being very playful and being excited about each new opportunity and each new, like when you're discovering somebody, when you're discovering people, like when you're on a dating phase and it's just so fun and you're like, oh my gosh, I found out this about them. I found out this. So if you're staying with your current partner, and that's very good, you said that's your best friend, it could be to just really bring in the energy that you would be having were you exploring these other partners, bring that into this relationship. Sorry, that's the puppy. Because you've been wanting to experience that this lifetime, like your spirit has. So make sure to find a way to bring in all of that exploratory, dating, fun, never know what's going to happen next. It's time to open up and share new phases of each other and not feel like, again, that you just, okay, I see this person, I know what they are, I'm just going to figure that I know who this person is, and next, moving along. Okay? Yeah, because I don't know. Don't be surprised if all of a sudden, all of them. You're like, all of them, I want all of them. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing for you. And maybe that's your current partner that you'll decide, you are my lifetime partner and I'm going to stay with you. But I think it's going to be refreshing to have some other opportunities come in. Like I said, it feels very amicable. It doesn't feel like anyone's feeling third party or anything. But it's just, sometimes we need to remember how much we got it going on. And it opens us up to different love languages and all that kind of thing. Yes. Cinnamon D's got it going on. He is shy and deep. I feel he's afraid of being hurt. Aww. If that can all apply just to him, you haven't even begun to know him. He's got so much more, and it's very sweet energy. It's all very fun and trusting and, yeah, exploratory. So I would definitely say, if he can pull in and represent the energy of all those different, people that you have the opportunity to be with, wow. You've been friends for over 20 years. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. So yeah, try taking that approach. Like try to act as if you didn't know him for 20 years and you're just getting to know him all over again, and let him re-represent himself and explore all these different parts of yourself and his self. And that would be really cool, I think, and really add a lot of depth to your relationship. Oops. My screen's messing up, y'all. Sorry, my phone still acts weird sometimes. Oh, you might be behind in the reading from what I read, because we really talked about all the other parties. Okay, how is your screen, guys? My screen is acting strange. How is yours doing? You said I have to take you off speaker. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to refresh because this screen is acting. Yours is good. Okay, is it super zoomed in? My camera is showing it like super zoomed in. Thank you for the feedback. Oh, it did. It super zoomed in. Why is it doing that? Okay. Yeah, it was being jumpy. I'm sorry if that disturbed anybody's eyes. It's my phone. It's mostly fixed, but the screen is still a little bit wonkish sometimes. I don't know how to... I hope I don't have to get off of this and come on again, but I might. Let's see, I guess I could do the cards right here. It'll be very zoomed in. Macro lens. Let's see what that would look like. Oh my God, y'all, it's the Ace of Wands. I am hollering. I'm gonna tell Matthew, that's so funny. Zoomed in on the Ace of Wands. All right. Somebody's got the hots. This is general reading for all the people with good intentions who have liked or chatted on the video. Somebody has got the hots, y'all. Please ignore my nails. I've been like moving and packing and cleaning and having a puppy and a baby, and it's just they're toe up, y'all. They haven't been in the healthiest cycle, so just themselves. So anyways, yes. Good morning, Tosh. Can you email your question? Yes, you can. Let me pop up my email. The screen is super zoomed in. Hopefully it will put itself back. You're driving. Okay, so you don't know what the screen is like. All right. Let's see. And yes, I am working on personal readings. Thank you everyone who's been patient. I mean, I have my time frame, but still. I appreciate when people are patient and waiting for their messages to come and channel in for their extended personal reads. If you'd like a personal reading, you can go ahead and email me. It's in the description box, oceanheartconjure@gmail.com. All right. Let's see. You can only hear, so you don't know. Yes. Well, I'll tell you what, Mary J. Right now, the screen is zoomed in on an Ace of Wands. You'll start dating your man, you guess. I love that, Cinnamon D. That's gonna be more spicy than you think. Okay? I love it. The sensitive types, we always got more love than expected behind the scenes, right? And more facets to the personality. I love that. All right, so we have Tosh. Tosh is going to send in a question. If you would like a personal reading live, so not a personal reading, a live reading right now, go ahead and send in $15 to Cash App or to PayPal down in the description box, and we can do a reading. We can do charms, we can do astrology, we can do tarot. Yes. And good morning or good evening, by the way, and thank you for spending time with us. We always have amazing time on the chat. All right. Yes. I'm glad you guys are liking the morning reads too. I am. I still want to do some late night. Last night I got too tired. And baby was so sweet. She just wanted to cuddle and play. Like, she was so happy just that I was like go lay by her and just let her do her little baby stuff with me just laying there by her. So she's so cute. She knows how to say, like, she'll say me now when she wants some attention, like her way of saying like, I need some attention, mom. So I'm like, oh, I just love every time that she learns another layer of voicing her needs or communicating what it is that she feels, or like, I just want her to be able to communicate so strongly in relationships, you know, this is how I'm feeling, these are my needs, so because how else can we get them, you know, fulfilled? So yes. All right, Tosh has the question sent in. Let me try again and see if I can get this phone to zoom out. Ooh, let me see also if, sorry, Pisces, the video is exporting. Okay. It's still exporting, and then I'll be uploading it. So probably in a couple hours, we'll have a new video up, y'all. I also have, let's see, 2 more videos right here that I want to film. We have all different topics. One's spiritual, one is relationship love zone, and one of them is other. So, oh, it's doing it again. It's jumping around. All right. What is, oh, the question is in the email. Okay, so I'm going to privately read the question, and that's, you can send me the question privately and have me read it publicly. That's okay. We also will have Incognito live soon, and of course, Incognito Red probably Friday because it's already Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Oh, it's Thursday? Well, child, tomorrow we have Incognito Red. Such a Pisces. Okay, okay. Oh, wow. Based on the information above, what future do you see with, okay. Okay, so based on this, so this is an astrological question. So we're going to look at, so I'm looking at this astrology situation between Tosh and another person, and we're going to see, they sent me a lot of aspects for both progress, composite, and natal charts, which is awesome. So I love this. So we're going to look at this and see what does it look like will be happening. Okay, yeah. So I see that you guys, there's sudden initial attraction, which is very just invigorating. Okay, very exhilarating. It feels like wow, like that love at first sight, attraction at first sight. I have to know this person. This is so fated. Like I've known this person before, but at the same time, this is so new. Like it's just this amazing, overwhelming energy when you guys first connect. But then you also have this energy of some karmic aspects. You have this energy of we have to be responsible to each other, that I can't take this situation lightly. I can't just let this be be all woe be gone, or not put work into the situation. This takes work. This is serious. Okay, and then that, and I'm looking at some of your other aspects. Yeah, and so this person feels like for them, for you, you have more lighter aspects that is about more Venusian energy. You can get back into the feel of like romantic feelings and sensuality and stuff, whereas this person ends up feeling a lot of lessons. I have to grow, I have to come correctly, I have to meet these goals, I have to know exactly what is the right thing to do. I can't just sit here and not have responsibility. Like it's just really put onto them if they have any immaturity, if they have anything that they have not learned. Kiki with tarot, I honestly kind of want a solid answer synastry reading. Okay, wait, so you're saying you don't want the astrology reading? I don't understand. I was reading it on the other email. So you want the Kiki part with the tarot, but you just wanted me to have the astrological background? No, sorry, yes. Yes, okay. I was like, no, sorry, yes, yes, no. Okay, perfect. We'll pull cards as well. But no, so basically that's what's going on, though, is that he ends up feeling like it is it's more of a lesson, right? There's more, you teach this person more. And so if they don't feel like they can live up to that, that's very hard for them. And so in general, just so everybody knows, if you have intense Saturn contacts with somebody, especially if they're it works 2 ways. If they're the Saturn person, or if they feel more triggered by the Saturn energy, they can feel like they have to live up to those standards, and they can feel like they're not doing things right. And when they're not, it really weighs on them and puts a lot of pressure. And some people, depending on their chart, especially if they have a very rebellious chart, or if they're having trouble keeping up with their own task load of their karmic goals and stuff, people can feel like that's too much, right? So usually when there's a lot of Saturn in the chart, either we buckle down and we get very serious very quickly, like boom, kid, boom, house, family, whatever, or it becomes this, for whatever reason, for no reason, you're just hanging out, but you feel overwhelmed and you feel like, oh, this is so serious. This is a life decision. We have to make a decision now. I have to be responsible. Do I have enough savings? Are we getting married? The kids? And you're like, whoa. I'm sure if you've ever felt that way in a relationship, if you look, you probably felt the energy of the Saturn responsibility as well. So sometimes if the person is Saturn, we can feel like they're being too serious for us. But if any Saturn contact, energies can go both ways in aspects and everything. So if they are someone who doesn't like Saturnine energy or doesn't want responsibility in their relationships, any bit of it can throw them off. Okay, so I'm shuffling this up for you. Thanks for clarifying. I was like, ooh. Okay, so with tarot, what is an honest, solid answer of if this is going to go anywhere with this person in the future with Tosh? An honest, solid answer. Reading the energies. Okay. The Goddess of Swords, Six of Swords, Daughter of Pentacles, the World, Nine of Pentacles, Strength reversed, Nine of Wands, Ace of... This is all, every single one of these cards is about you. It says you're cutting it off. You're cutting it off. You're feeling done. You're feeling emotionally... Obviously, we know that there's been the break in communication and stuff going on, but this is saying that you're feeling fed up and you're going to leave and you're going to close the book on this situation. You're in the long run, you're going to feel like it was right and that's what you wanted to do, but literally cut them off, move on. Don't want to do this. It's hitting the wrong notes and not wanting to invest. Not wanting to be single, wanting to move on somewhere else and find a more successful situation. In the future, yes, I do feel that the walls will come down and any blockages, being blockages will come down with this person. But I don't feel like you're going to want to wait that long. Yeah. Everything is like you're tired of waiting. You don't want to wait anymore. You don't deserve you have to wait anymore, which is absolutely your priority, your prerogative to be able to say and judge for yourself, which is great that you're giving yourself that space to do so. I do feel like, yes, communication would happen. This person, again, they feel the Saturn of it, so they feel that it's a long-term situation. Okay, there's somebody that I know like that, like we'll always be connected, but they have a lot of earth energy and we have all different energies in our chart, but we do have some Uranian and earth energy, and they have that energy like because they feel that connection and they feel that responsibility with us, that it's literally years, like it's years later and we're still connected and we've both gone and done other things, but they always have that feeling where they work on themselves, they grow themselves, they try to like keep up with what I'm doing in life, and but they don't ever feel like it's good enough to come together yet. You know what I mean? They always feel like they need to achieve more, and they're getting there, right? We're getting closer and closer to it, but it is like literal years later. So we end up kind of reconnecting and seeing how things go, and it's not always even something we have to speak on. It's just like how we are, you know what I mean? So this energy is kind of similar to that. Like it could literally be 10 years later, which sounds like a long time, but think about 10 years ago, right? There's probably people you still know or something from then, and that's how it is with this person. It's not going to be a quick turnaround year that there's going to be falling in love and all of this stuff. This person sees this relationship as something slow and steady, so they might take for granted and do things like block you, cut it off, this or that, because there's that feeling of we're always going to be connected. Like the universe is always going to bring us back at the right moments when we're supposed to, and there's part of us that's always connected. There's this slow and steady energy. But again, you don't have to sit around and say you want to tolerate that. If you're like, okay, that's disrespectful, I don't like that. Like I don't like you treating me that way. But that's how they're handling the situation. They feel like there's more work that they need to do to be in the right space to be able to walk hand in hand and grow a relationship. So it's like you both go on your separate paths, but together, and maintain more of a that type of partnership before they would be coming together romantically, and maybe you're not wanting that, and that's why it's difficult for the relationship to exist close up. You guys might have to have space and distance because this person needs more time. But for them, they feel like at the end of the day that when they message you, that you will answer and talk to them, and that you guys will be able to pick up where you left off, and that you're kind of simultaneously growing. Yeah, the Four of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, they just feel that. They're like, of course, like we're, even if we think that we're out of love or we have some bad blood, that we're not. Based on the card reading right now, seeing any romantic future. I'm seeing two futures. I'm seeing if you decide to wait, eventually, yes. And again, it could be years with them. They see that they see you as end game. They feel like eventually they're going to get their shit together, or they're going to be able to have enough money and degrees or whatever they feel like they need to be a partner, a long-term partner. They feel like they're going to come into that, and yes, it would be not a thing. Like, I see this as engagement and marriage and family. The other option is if you are like, I'm fully done, I'm cutting this energy all the way off, spiritually, mentally, everything, and that was a good try this lifetime, but we're not going to do it. So there's two options. There's one where you just leave it open, you let it flow. You guys will come back and forth over the years. The money part is so true. Yeah, they're very serious about that. As little, like, you know, people who are lovers don't understand that people who are more earth-centered or more practical in some ways, they cannot have a family in a long-term relationship if they don't feel financially secure and like their business is on point. You know, people who, and it's differences. It's different ways of loving. Hi, Shindana, and please let me know if I pronounced your name correctly. So yes, this person in the long term, they see this working out. They see it as almost inevitable. They think that you guys will always come back together. But either way, I think right now it's not going to be, I think that there'll be intermittent communication and connection, but you would have to keep this person in closer as like a friend energy and just grow together and kind of like seeing each other more through probably social media. Like, you'd have to kind of get over this hump, and it would be more of that thing before they would be ready to get together. The other option is to just say, no, I'm not doing any of that at all. So you have to see kind of how you feel, and if you would be able to be near this person without feeling like, no, ultimatum, we have to get together or I'm done. You know, because this person's not responding to ultimatums, and they're on a very slow path to what they feel would be them getting in the right shape to be in this relationship. But they do want that connection. You're welcome. All right. Anybody else want a reading? We got readings over here. You will get a composite reading from me. Yeah, go ahead and email me and we can absolutely do one. It's really good to study composites. So those of you that don't know, so in astrology, you can read people's charts together. There's two different ways. There's synastry charts. So you take your natal chart and their natal chart, and you put two charts together, and you see where your planets fall in their chart and their planets fall in your chart, right? So how you guys transit each other, how you orbit each other, which is super cool. The other way is you do a midpoint calculation, and you find out the energy, basically the meeting space between your charts, and that will cast its completely own natal chart. It's basically a birth chart of the relationship in a way, and that will let you know what the relationship itself is, right? Because some people, the relationship has a whole other energy than either of them do, right? Sometimes a relationship, if you have close birthdays, might feel very similar to both of you, so you feel more like yourselves. Sometimes maybe the relationship is a completely different, it's inharmonious to you, or it's a completely just different being altogether. And so you guys are different in that relationship than you are together, right? For instance, somebody who had their relationship chart had a lot of Leo in it, they might have a very public relationship and have a completely different vibe together than they would apart. So composites are very interesting, definitely. You can also do like Hori charts, and Hori astrology is where you cast charts for the moment. So like the moment you met, or the moment that you have a question about something, different things like that. So yes, I do a ton of astrology, and I love doing astrology. I'm going to try to find a way to share it more on the channel in a way that feels good for me. A lot of people that are like social media astrologers kind of steal information from each other and stuff, and so I just got tired of posting it because I really care about it and I'm very passionate about it and I love it so much. Astrology readings start at $88. Yeah, because they're an hour usually. Sometimes if it's like transits or checking in on shorter things and the person has astrological knowledge, then I'll do shorter versions. But for full readings, like chart readings, it would start around that price. So yeah, for a composite. For synastry, it's a bit more because I'm reading 2 charts, and comparing composite is 1 chart. But it depends. So we would have to discuss and see, do you want your composite and then that in relation to his and yours chart, or do you want just the composite by itself? Different things like that we would have to see. And that would be a video reading. All right. How y'all doing? What you doing? I'm getting hungry. All right, so if you would like a reading, go ahead. You're welcome. Go ahead and send in $15 to Cash App or to PayPal, and we will go ahead and get that reading going. I said your name very well. Thank you. Thank you. I can't see the screen. You're having cookies for breakfast? Yes, my kind of person. Definitely a dessert for breakfast kind of person. And I'm a breakfast for any meal kind of person, and a dessert for any meal or at any time of the day. Yes. All right. I had to refresh, make sure I'm not on Tap Chat. I need to check out like Netflix or something. I feel like I want to watch a new movie. I haven't really watched anything for a while. What are you guys watching that's good? Shows or movies or something? I've just been so busy with just life and work and all that goodness. Yes, yes. I'm gonna like try to fix this screen again. Oh, yay. Ta-da! It was in the mood to back on up. I think my tripod's just wonky. Woo, woo. Okay. So, get it in, get it in. Did you guys watch the potluck video? I like take all the cards that I've had to the side after readings, and I put them together because I have just stacks and stacks of cards. So we just do a random reading from like multiple decks, and it was really cool. It really came together. All the readings really flowed, and I'm going to be doing more of those. So it's like you never know. It could be any type of general reading. Any subject could come out. You can get any deck, any kind of cards. It's very fun. So check it out if you didn't already, and let me know. It's like I don't want to keep messing with this, but it's just, I think my tripod is just uneven. Yes, yes, yes. Oops, sorry. So we've done general readings. If you are tuning in, and if you like the video or you chat with us and have good intentions, you'll be included on the general reading. So feel free to go back in the playback and watch the watch for the generals. And we've been doing live reads as well. We had some astrological information come through. You too. You like the breakfast and dessert for any meal. Yes. All right. Oh, Dave Chappelle for the. Oh, yeah, that's right. He just had that new one come out. Was it good? You watched it already, or you want to watch it? I forgot about that. Right, comedy. That's right. It is Sag Moon. I did say comedy. I'll have to check it out. Oh, excuse me, Mama got a yawn. Mama got a little bit of a yawn over here. I don't feel too tired though, so that's good because I want to get some more. I want to get some more. Sorry, I just saw a comment from our sister channel. Okay, you know who that is, and they're cracking me up on the comment they left on the video. Y'all be cracking me up with your comments. Oh my gosh. And you know what cracks me up too is sometimes people will comment and then they'll delete their comment, but they'll and one thing people do is they'll pick a pile and then they'll watch the pile and not like it, so they'll edit their comment and put that they picked a different pile. Yes, I'm still taking questions. Yeah. And I'll be cracking up. I was like, y'all know I saw in my notifications that you changed your option. You changed it to the good one. They really watched the whole video and then go change their option to the good one. I was like, I mean, I guess, are you manifesting the other option? I don't know what's going on, but okay. Um, how would I get this even? Would that be even? Maybe I need to put something under this. Hey, y'all. If you would like a reading, send in $15 to Cash App or to PayPal. Tomorrow's Incognito Red, so we want to get that booked up. If you would like to get into Incognito Red, send in 15 for that and email me. There's more information on that on the community tab. Is that a tactic to get me to read you for free? You're funny. You always watch first then comment. That's how I am too. Yeah. You said no. That would be an interesting way. That felt like a pickup line for a tarot reader. Like, to make me read tarot for you. It's like, if you dated me, you'd be very interested. Like if you were picking someone up and dating. I always say, you guys, okay, you can pay me in private. You can book a reading if you'd like. My email's in the description box. um, I always tell people that, like, if I was like the, not that it always has to be males that have to, ask you out or anything. My Cash App is Hemi Loa, HEMILOAH. Yes, it's in the description box as well. But, I'm the kind that I'm just shy and I'm like, make them have to ask me out. And I'm like, it's so good that I'm not the one who's like more dominant, because I would just have the corniest pickup lines. Like, sometimes I'll tell my friends the corny pickup lines I think of, and then we're just embarrassed. We're like, oh God, just stop. Just goofy. Okay. I mean, I can be smooth when I need to, but not with the pickup lines. But I mean, very few people can be smooth with pickup lines, so I guess I shouldn't feel too bad. Mostly I think it's funny. Like, I think I would be just the corniest Sagittarian person, like Sagittarian dude. But then Sagittarian dudes, like, y'all pretty cheesy. And I usually tell you that and you just grin and think it's funny. So I want to know, what does he think I feel for him? I mean, does he know that I'm in love with him? Like, how sure is he? I love it. I have really bad pickup lines, what they were. Did you wash your pants and Windex? Because you can see through them? I asked too many questions about him already. Oh, because I can see myself in them. Oh my God. I was like, because you can see through them. See, another reason why sometimes it's hard to do pickup lines on a Pisces. Because we interpret them differently. Like, wow, you can see through me? Are you saying you have X-ray vision? Okay. So, It's okay. It'd be like that, Catherine. When we're in our fields, we got questions. All right, we need answers. Let's see. I want to know. So Catherine wants to know, what does he think Catherine feels for him? What does he think Catherine feels for him? What does he think Catherine feels for him? Okay, so there you go. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords reverse, Knight of Pentacles reverse, Four of Swords reverse, Nine of Pentacles reverse. He thinks you think he's broke and that he's trying to get some money. We have the Emperor reverse and the Six of Cups reverse, with the bird flying into the glass window door now. Right? Oh my gosh. So this is he sees you like he feels like you see him as like a scrub. He feels like you feel about him like that. I don't know. Do you know him through work? He feels like you would judge him like where he works, or that he's not as successful as he should be yet, or something of that nature, like that he's barely just trying to get up and get it right now. Like he feels like you feel more like a coworker and that you assess him. He gives a very Capricorn energy, that he's just like, that you're just like, damn, you can't even be self-sufficient. He feels like you hear TLC when you see him go by. He also feels like, I'm hearing, I don't want to be a player no more, right? I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. So he feels like you probably are like, you're probably one of these players. You're probably over here just trying to get my goods. Yeah, so he thinks that he feels like you're just like prestigious and kind of on this pedestal, and that you probably must think that he ain't shit, okay? He feels like, man, I'm not even close to where I'm supposed to be. He feels like you probably think he's not even close to your dream man, that you ain't got the time. You ain't got time for that. He thinks that you probably don't even think about him, that as soon as you walk by, you're probably not thinking about him no more. He has no clue. He has no clue whatsoever. He's clueless. He might have thought that you had a slight grit of a feel at one point, and then he was like, maybe something you said, okay, checked him, and he was like, oh, reality check. She ain't thinking about you. No. Nope. It's like if he sees you looking, a little sexy that day or something, he was like, that's what he hears. That ain't for you. That ain't for you. That's what he's thinking. His own conscience is beating him up, like she's over there looking like that for you. Please, must be for someone else. Yeah. So he does not have a clue. He's like, you probably don't even think I work out. Probably don't even think I could handle my business or protect you or anything. At the most, he feels like you might think, oh, poor baby, he's rich. I mean, his family is super rich, but he's still a student, so he's not working. He feels like you separate him from his family. Like that you look at him and you just see, like, maybe it's poor little rich boy, like that. Like you just see him as if he don't know how to function. Like you don't even know how to get it together. Like you're nothing on your own, basically. Yeah, he does feel, if that's the case, if he has a rich family, he doesn't see you judging him in relation to his family, which he would probably like. He sees you, okay, that's what the Three of Pentacles is. He feels like you treat him more like an equal. He does not know at all, honey. He does not know. No. No, he does not. He does not. At first, he might have wondered, just because he's probably used to that reaction from people, but you treat him so realistically, you treat him just like you would treat anyone else, or at least he feels that way, that he feels like a poor little college kid or something. Like, he does not suspect. Okay, he would like it. He would like it if he felt, look, it would be like, wow, as the turns table. I never knew. You want me even though you think I'm a scrub? Like, he has his whole image of who he thinks you think he is, or how you respond to him. And I think it's interesting for him, and it's fun to be treated as like a regular person, probably then, because he thinks that you see him like a scrub, or like a young college kid, just whatever. But no, it would be like a little shocker, like wow, like didn't expect that coming, plot twist. So yes. um that's a different question. You're like 57 more questions. Does he want to be with me? um Wow, he really doesn't have a clue. If you want to send in for a follow-up question, we can see, does he want to be with you? Is he desiring that? Trying to get with you? It's so interesting to do readings though, because they really will be informative, because sometimes you realize the other person, like, wow, they think they're shooting their shot. I had no idea. Or like that, like he has no clue that you're into him, so it can help us readjust our signals. That's probably the most clueless I've seen someone in a long time. Um, let's see. But he did see you as Four of Pentacles, so he can't read you too well. Let's see. For Amorous, who is the next love entering into Amorous's life? Any details? The next person coming into Amorous's life. Let's see. Three of Pentacles down again. All right, next person coming in. This person will be around for investing. They could be someone who has a different background than you, somebody who travels. They could travel for business. They could be, let's see, we have a lot of different signs actually here coming up. We have the fixed signs. So they could have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius in their chart. They could also have Capricorn. They could also have like a 10th house placement where they are focused on career and business. They will like you to be passionate and fiery. They like people who are like heartbreakers. They like to feel like I'm like tasting like those like hot tamales. Like they like to feel like you're spicy. You don't take crap. They might be into bondage. Okay, you want the details? Do you want the details? They definitely could be into bondage, but they like that energy. You're a heartbreaker. What is that song? Don't you mess around with me. You said, oh no, that's who I am too. They like it. They're going to be in here. They love it. They're like, beat me up, walk all over me, put me in my place. Yes. Let's see. They could be someone that they're actually going to be slow moving when they come in. They're not going to right away. Like they'll communicate with you, and they might say something real quick. Okay, what am I trying to say? They have a little bit of that foot and mouth disease. So they might be someone who has a more reserved chart, but then they have like a fire rising. And so they end up like, boom, they say something to you. Why is this tripod so freaking out? Okay. So they say something to you and kind of like, you're like, are you insulting me or hitting on me? I don't understand. And then they kind of retreat because they're like, oh shoot, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to let that on. Kind of Taurus energy here, right? I'm thinking of somebody who was in the Taurus Aries cusp, and they were like that, where they like, it almost felt like they're punching you when they talk to you. They're just like all of a sudden say something intensely to you that's kind of judging you and kind of showing interest. And you're like, whoa, why are you paying attention to me? Like, what's going on? Like, why are you saying this? And then they get embarrassed because they're like, oh shit, I just like showed an emotion outside of myself. I wasn't cool, calm, and collected. So then they just like retreat. So they kind of have that energy where they want to keep it cool, they want to keep it smooth, but it's like you will have such a reaction to them because you're exactly their freaking type. They're definitely into BDSM and bondage, okay? But you're so their type that they're gonna end up trying to engage you, right? And kind of, snapping back with you or something, and then they're gonna be like, oh shoot, play it cool. That was dumb. Why did I say that? And they're going to retreat a little bit. There's somebody that they'll fit in with like your friends and stuff. You could fit in with their friend groups. You might work on a project together or meet through work, or I don't know if you're still in school or if you do like any like artistic collective projects or something like that. But they could want to collaborate with you, as that's like part of their expression of how they would get into your world or connect with you. They could have some travel going on. or meet you through travel. Hey, Sierra. Um, yeah, I feel like, I mean, they're pretty social. They're social, but they're the quiet one that's chill in the social for most of the time. When they talk, though, they're opinionated and they don't shut up, and they could like they can pontificate on things, and they have like a lot of spiritual and like world travel knowledge that you don't know. They could speak a different language or be from a different country than you are. Actually, is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing overseas, so they could be from overseas. There's a lot of snakes on here. They could be Year of the Snake. And they could just have a good snack, okay? Yeah, but they tend to be choosy with their words and when they communicate. And they do seem a bit defensive if you don't know them, I think. But once you know them, they're very like, they're kind of about like equality and like everyone participate, everyone feel comfortable, everyone contribute to the situation, but they could be sharp-minded too because there's somebody who's very efficient. They get shit done. They make moves in life. They know how to make moves in business. They know how to make moves like to travel, and they know how to get attention when they want to. Yeah, they know how to get attention when they want to. They probably have a lot of people around them who are very like good looking or who are very interested in them at all times, you know. But I don't feel like they really discriminate against people for looks or anything, but they're more about efficiency and like if people are on their shit. My other account wasn't working, but I sent you a email. Okay. I thought I saw something come through. Yes. Let me check. Um yeah, so I feel like this is how the person will try to connect with you. They're going to try to collaborate in some way. Maybe they have a project, like they're a photographer, and they'll ask if you want to come to set or something of that nature. But mostly, I mean, it's going to be sexual attraction and they're going to want to get it on, period. They can wait. They have stamina. They have mad stamina. And once you can get them to talk, it'll be easier. But mostly they really into that physical exertion, okay? And I do mean physical exertion, and I think they can put that work in. Yes. Okay, I see yours here. I think they have really nice hair too. Yeah, and they might change up their hairstyles, or like if you try to look them up on social media, I think you will see them randomly all over social media and like tagged in their friends and stuff social media. If you look them up, you're gonna feel like, dang, they look different in like every picture. So you might be trying to wonder about what their look is. You know what I mean? Like if you first contact, I think you're going to meet them in person. I don't think you're going to just meet them on social media. Although there's a slight chance that maybe you could meet through mutual acquaintances, so you'll see them on social media and then meet them in person. But they look so different, you might not even realize like, oh, that's the person. Because you'll just feel like, dang, you look different. Like sometimes I feel like I like your style, sometimes I'm not sure. They change a lot. Um, yeah, it feels like a good energy. I feel like Capricorn season, Sag or Capricorn season, which would be November, December. Okay, so Sierra sent in one. Yeah, there was a lot of sexual energy, the Floyd. Let's take a look here. Okay, I'm reading Sierra's question in the email. Oh no, you were saying hey for 5 minutes. I couldn't see it at all. Wow. Okay, I can see you now though, Sierra. Okay. Okay, an astrology reading, right? All right. Do you have your astrology placements that you can tell me that you want me to read and interpret for you? You'll keep a lookout. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, Sierra, if you want to let me know what parts of your chart you want me to analyze and interpret for you, absolutely, we can do that. Anyone else, if you would like to send in $15, you can get a live reading in the description box. There's the Cash App and the PayPal links. Yes, yes, y'all. And good morning for those of you just waking up. I'm feeling like it's the afternoon, but it's not even 10:30 here yet. And good evening for those who are around the world. Hmm. Is anyone else hungry? I should order some food. Well, I don't think anything's open right now. Hmm. Amder, hey Amder. Almost noon. Hey, hey. Pizza. You know what? Pizza is one of those things that's so funny. Okay, you'll send it in an email. Perfect, Sierra. Pizza is one of those things that's so funny because you can be like, I'm sick of pizza. Let's go eat something else. And by the time you go through all the restaurants, decide what you want, what will you end up getting? Pizza? You'll get pizza. You'll just get it from another place or get a different style. But like pizza is one of those things that you just don't truly get sick of very often. Maybe you'll just get sick of that particular place or that particular kind of pizza. And then you go somewhere else, you're like, oh, this is so good. It hit the spot. I love pizza. I love chocolate, y'all. I have to have chocolate every day. Chocolate is amazing. It is a happy food, pizza, yeah. And chocolate is, I mean, it's literally magical and has good properties when it's made correctly. I like good chocolate though, like actual chocolate, not just this weird brown foodstuffs that is mass produced by some companies. Okay, so let me look here. I'm looking at the astrological placements. Okay, so you just want me to see in relation, excuse me, you just want me to see burgers, fries, and pizza, yeah? You want me to see in relation to their particular placements? You're a taco kind of lady, but pizza is always nice. Tacos are amazing. I love authentic tacos. Have you guys had like potato tacos? Like real, oh, so good. Potato tacos are so delicious. Oh my gosh, I tried from Chili's, the restaurant Chili's here, that's like a chain. They had this like roasted street corn, and I was like, is this supposed to be elote? And so I tried it because I've been craving elote, and they don't have it anywhere here in Iowa, and I grew up in California, and it just like, it was not it, y'all. It was not it. They tried it, okay? They tried it. Um, Based on your love life, okay, so you want it based on your love life, but that is their chart, correct? So you want to see, because I think there's only one chart that you sent me, so you're wanting me to just look at those placements, or is that your chart? I don't know because the name on there was different. The soft tacos, yeah, like the traditional soft taco soul food. Yes. Yeah, let me know, Sierra, because the name on that one was different, but I know everyone's internet names are different. So I just want to make sure that I'm reading it correctly. If that's your chart and you want me to read it in regards to love opportunities, or if that is somebody's chart that you're interested in, that you were messaging about. Hmm. Moving on. Okay, so you want to move on from that. No, my chart. My nickname's Sam. Okay, perfect. Okay. So we're going to look at your chart and we're going to tell you about your love life. Perfect. Got it. Got it. Okay. Yes. Okay. So first thing I'm seeing, the position of Venus in Capricorn can have, um, when Venus is in Aquarius or Capricorn or in the 10th or 11th house, something that can happen is that fulfillment in life and romance can come a little bit later. Okay. Um, it can come a little bit later in life. So it usually either happens super, super early or a little bit, it doesn't have to be like middle age, but it can happen later than socially we want it to. So anywhere between 30s and 40s. And so we can wait. Now, part of that is because we have more seriousness with those placements. You will have, wanting more commitment. You won't be up for BS. You might put your Venus is in the fourth too. Yes, so that's really wanting, like, what you'll want a lot. You'll want extreme commitment in your relationships. Yeah, it doesn't have the houses on here. Um, Thank you for that. So you are going to want to have a real connection, and as such you're not going to feel as fulfilled in love with casual connection. So for you, for your version of love, you're going to feel like that's going to hit a bit later, because you're going to be wanting to have success and comfortability and security and stability and just true commitment from them. I'm super like that Cameron was being boring. Yeah, you're like, this is so boring. Yeah, so there is romance. I mean, fourth house placement for Venus is pretty romantic and nostalgic. Hola, que? Yes, the list is still open. Um, so that's just a thing to know. You're gonna tend to put off a lot of stuff too. Like, yeah, if love is not very interesting, if you're not feeling like there's commitment and seriousness, you're naturally just not going to prize that as something. Yes, you can be added. You can send in $15 to Cash App or PayPal, and then send in your question here in chat, and we can go ahead and do your reading. I think up next after Sierra, we're open. So, okay. So basically, it's not that you don't have opportunities. Like, I don't want you to feel like you don't have opportunities in love, or like, I think Venus and Capricorn can feel like that. Like, oh man, I feel alone. I feel solitary. I feel like I don't have relationship opportunities. It's just that you expect high quality love, okay? Basically, if you want to get something from the dollar store, that's everywhere. If you want high luxurious brand, you have to go to specific places, right? That's how you are in love. You're not just trying to get any little relationship, any little fling. Okay, I'll get to that in just a moment. I just saw your question here. Um, I'm going to look at your list again. Sorry, I got a little distracted by the chat because I'm trying to answer different questions. Now, Mars and Libra. So your Mars and Libra and your Venus and Capricorn are squared each other. So that's like, it's like you aggressively go after the relationship you want, but then you're like intensely, progressively disappointed when it doesn't live up to your expectations. So you're gonna have to let a bit of more of real life hit you when it comes to your relationships, or you're just gonna have to know that, like, you have this kind of fairy tale perfection only way of viewing your relationships, and if you don't get that, you're not going to be pleased, and just be okay with the fact that that might be a long process, and it's going to be like testing suitors. It's a bit like you're the princess and you're trying to see who you're going to marry, okay? It's not a simple process for you. It's not something that you're going to rush into. Your Mercury in Sagittarius is going to want to rush into it and date and feel more frivolous. But at the end of the day, you have such serious energy, and your energy does hit people's chart intensely. You bring Capricorn and Taurus and Libra into people's charts, so they don't feel like necessarily that they can, like, they feel serious. We talked about this earlier. When Saturn hits somebody else's chart, people will feel like they have to be serious with you. So they might be, I was talking to a Scorpio moon, and that they were trying to be flirty because they also had fire in their chart with somebody. And the fire sign was being so serious to them and just very practical. And they were just getting so frustrated. And basically, it's like people feel like that's how they have to flirt with Capricorn. Like, some Capricorn feels so serious to everyone else. A lot of your friends have relationships. And I'm like, well, then, exactly. A lot of people feel like when they connect with a Capricorn that, like, we have to start getting very serious and a little bit boring, because that's how people interpret Capricorn energy. But people don't realize, like, if you give Capricorn the commitment, then they open up and are fun, then they are romantic and easy breezy and all of this stuff. Ooh, the video's done exporting, y'all. So now I'm going to go and start uploading it. That's the behind the scenes details you get for being on live. Let me go ahead and get that uploaded. So basically, yeah, it's just, I think he does, yeah, people just haven't maybe always interpreted your energies to understand that you're wanting something fun and romantic and all of that kind of thing. Instead, they're over here feeling like, um, they have to get married now or leave you alone. They have to be super serious. So I'm super goofy when you get to know my Capricorns are. Capricorns, well, Capricorn is actually one of the signs that can be professional comedians, right? Capricorn Cancers, usually with a bit of Sag, which you have, or Gemini in their charts. They make really good comedians. But part of that is because you can deadpan and hold that serious face, right? Um, let's see here. I'm going to go back to your chart. I have too many tabs. I was like, where am I going? Yeah, but yeah, you just really have, you have a lot of seriousness and commitment. So I think as it's mostly your Mercury and Sagittarius that's going to make you discontent. It might make you try to run away from relationships, like you said, because they're boring. But the rest of your chart, to be honest, wants a boring relationship. Like the rest of your chart wants the routine and wants comfortability and wants the person to be like, you know, reliable and stable and all of that. Your Mercury and Sag though is like, but can we make it fun and random and fiery and a little bit crazy and kind of destabilize ourselves sometimes? So you have resting be fate. I believe that with your placements. I absolutely 100 believe that. Um, yeah. So you open up when other people open up. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. That's kind of the thing. So I would say go for people who have earth fire, because earth fire combination can be very confusing for people who don't have that. Because they're just, yeah, it's, I know people that have that placement and yeah, they're really fun. But there's this impatience mixed with, I want my high quality rules that everyone needs to follow. And it is kind of a, you know, it is a particular, you know, bossy kind of I know what I want, stubborn energy. So people are probably pretty intimidated. Most people I know that have fire earth placements, their suitors are pretty intimidated by them. My Jupiter is Scorpio, that's funny though. Oh no, look at you, Taurus moons trying to go after people with Scorpio energy. Okay, let's just stop there. Let's just stop there. Your Sag Mercury's probably like, huh? Interesting. That could be dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, so I would go for, if you're right now wanting something fiery and passionate and you're not too worried about locking down marriage, I would go for a fire sign with earth moon and earth placements. I think that would be a good fit for you because they can shake it up and still like actually be interesting in life, but your earth is really going to need a lot of comfort. Okay. You could also try going for people that have earth water or fire water energies. Fire water though, that's really gonna make you have to loosen up though more than you might like. Yeah. um but other than that, you'll have to let yourself go through the slow process of kind of the mundane stuff if you want to open up to be as in love and committed as you want. And you might just decide, yeah, to wait on that Venus in Capricorn and let it come a little bit later in life than you want it to do. Otherwise, you have to just let things be a bit more practical and boring for a bit until you feel comfortable enough to open up on a deeper level. Yes. Okay, I was gonna clarify, Catherine, but I was doing her reading. It makes sense to me. I mean, people are a mixed bag, so I think in the practical reality, like he has a dream back offline, life is crazy, is it? Oh gosh. Um, I think that he has a dream version. He got the Ten of Cups was in that reading too. So I think that he has a dream version of you, but how he actually thinks that you see him, he actually thinks that he doesn't understand that you have the he just I don't know, he doesn't understand that you have feelings for him like that. Like he feels connected, he sees you in a good way. Hi, soft hearted. But he doesn't, I don't know, he doesn't really believe it. I don't know how to explain it except for the fact that we're contradictory human beings. And I know it's true because I simultaneously can feel that way about someone. Like I can feel this big, vast soulmate connection and feel this beautiful thing. But when I'm actually around them, feel like, okay, I know that our spirits feel that way and that we have that potential, but I don't actually know what's going on personally, in real life with them. And the same with them to me, you know what I mean? Like I've interpreted people's charts enough. I know that people feel both ways a lot of the time. So I think the greater energy is there. He definitely has a very fantasy, dreamy energy about you, but actually thinking that, like, seeing that with you, that you reciprocate that and want a relationship. I don't think that when he's looking at you that he's feeling that you feel that way about him. You know what I mean? So, but then he goes home and when he's on his Salinas, okay, dreaming of you tonight, it's like you can feel that connection. You can feel that, oh, like they could love me. Like when we're in the dream state, we let ourselves feel our connection to other people and feel that they could like us. But when we're being critical and we're face to face with people, we're just like, oh, never mind. They have this different personality, or they're not, I can't, you know what I mean? It's difficult. We're dealing with their actual reality, and we're dealing with how they're coming off to us, and if they're trying to play it cool, and it makes us feel a different way. So in the real world, I think that he feels a different vibe from you, that he doesn't really feel like that you're interested in him in like an actual practical way. But I think with the Ten of Cups that he fantasizes about that a lot. Look at this, Sag Moon, everyone trying to come back and ask more clarifiers. Jupiter and Pisces in love means that you have big love and that you're always going to probably believe that there's a better Prince Charming around the corner, okay? It also means that you will be very self-sacrificing in love. Yes. Okay. All right. Anybody else want a reading? And if you guys want fuller, in-depth personal readings, please book a personal reading. These are, quicker readings on the live, but still very good readings. Yeah, so you understand what I'm saying, Danielle, that connection. It's hard because we are, I think that's one thing to remember. Sometimes people get mad with readings, like on pick a cards, and they'll be like, oh, it said this last time and now it says this. And I'm like, because it's both. What I always remind people, it's like when you're driving a car, you have to like move the steering wheel right and left to keep it steady sometimes, right? You're like going like this, right? So it's not that either are wrong. It's not far this or far that. It's this and that, right? And so that's kind of like the vibe of humans. When you're reading them, we believe a collective of things. We can, yeah, exactly. Energy is not linear. Like I said, I myself, there's somebody that I care about. They have a lot of earth in their chart. So practically in some ways, I do feel like a critical energy. I do feel like, I don't know, there's times I could be, step back and analyze it more, be more logical. And I feel like they do that to me. But then at the other times, we have a big soul connection. We have a lot, we have our history. There's romantic energy. So it kind of depends on how we hit each other, what's going on in each other's lives, whether it feels like it's practical and like it's gonna link up with the fantastical part of us. You know what I mean? What's funny is that I have Capricorn in my chart, but I'm super messy. Probably those fourth house placements, because it's in your fourth house, right? And that Sag. Ooh, Sag can do it. I always said it's so interesting to see people who are like double Scorpios, but then they have like just a Venus and Sag, just a smidge. They could have a stellium and Scorpio. Give them a Venus and Sagittarius and they will be goofy. Ryan Reynolds, okay? He's double Scorpio. Actually, I think he might be a triple Scorpio. What's his rising? Or he's a double Scorpio with Virgo rising maybe. And he has that Venus and Sagittarius. He's goofy. He doesn't act like a Scorpio. Yes. Oh, she paid for an astrology reading, so I was doing, because you guys can do that. If you want astrology readings, you want me to read certain placements. It's not going to be like a full natal reading, but if you want me to look at astrology for a particular aspect, like, okay, what do these placements mean for money or things like that, then I'll read that. You're a 12th house Aries sun. Oh, I love that. Taurus rising and Pisces moon with Venus in the 11th house together. Oh, wow. I have a lot of similar energies in my chart as your different placements and signs. Love it. I like when Aries have, I mean, it's a reckless placement, but I love when Aries have Venus and Pisces because it's so loving. It's like a loving placement, but it also just increases going after the bad boys. Yes. You flirt a lot, and I think he knows, but I'm not sure. Well, I mean, let's not insult my reading, please. Not to say we can't be wrong, but the cards never lie. He thought, like I said, he thought for a smidge that there was, but for some reason he's thinking, oh no, he's feeling like you're out of his league, or that you just would not think of him that way. So maybe just use that information to flirt differently. He might feel like that's just your way of being to people. I know with me, I think that, right? I'm Pisces with Aquarius, but I'm Pisces with Aquarius. So I feel like when I'm flirting with somebody, people don't see it. They think I'm just like that to everyone. They're like, well, you're nice to everyone. I'm like, it's not the same kind of nice. All right. Or my Scorpio will kick in and my Aries and I'll ignore them. But I'm like, it's not the same kind of ignoring as the I don't like you ignoring. That was I like you so much ignoring. Get it together, people. I feel like me and Cameron had a connection, but being booty, I felt like we were communicating through my dreams, but in the physical world, he's doing some booty stuff. Oh my gosh. Trying to look, it's like trying to get synchronized swimming to get the physical and the spiritual lining up, is it not? Lots of water in my chart. I love that when Aries has a lot of water in their chart. Oh, you're Pisces, Shandana? Nice. Yay. Team Pisces. Scorpio, Mars, Saturn, and Pluto. Oh gosh, watch out for that Aries. Powerhouse. Why does this air keep coming on every 5 seconds? Gee. I'm grateful for it, but I don't need to have it freeze me out. Also, it's like when doing magic. Oh, now I feel like I'm talking so loud that the air's off. Also, when doing magic, it's or manifesting or trying to figure something out. It's like when you do magic, where you have to realize that some people have compartmentalized parts of the personality. Hey, Jamie. So basically, I find this a lot with like Virgo people that have Virgo in their chart, but then they also have like fire or water. Thank you. When there's fire or water, when they're in that feeling, they might feel so spiritual, feel the connection and everything. The minute they switch over into that earth, your readings are going to be completely different because they've convinced themselves something completely different, right? Now they're being practical. Now they're being logical. You can see this with people like Geminis, Gemini moons, third house moons, people that have just any type of strong logic in their chart, but then they also have like fire and water, which we're more emotional, spiritual, all this. Not saying that you can't be those, but I'm saying that mixture can make people compartmentalize. So it's good if you're reading about a person or learning about them and looking at their astrology to recognize if they do that, because otherwise you're going to keep having hot and cold readings and think, oh, you're wrong. No, it's literally right on right. It's that they keep compartmentalizing. And like I said, I've dealt with many people like this. Some people don't, like me, I'll have a reading that will encompass all of that and I'll understand it because that's how I feel and I let it flow. Other people, no. You read for them this month or this week, it's going to be all the most loving things. You read for them tomorrow or next week or whatever, it's going to be the complete opposite. Like they completely compartmentalize their fantasy and their hopes and their dreams and their love and their cynicism and their logic and their fears, okay? So don't get discouraged. I just try to use that as information to be like, okay, this is the headspace they're in, or this is the way that they're choosing to see me now. How can I get a chart if I don't know the time I was born? How accurate will it be? It would be, if you do know at least at the general time, you can get a chart, and then it depends on your moon. If you'll be lucky if your moon didn't change signs that day, that will really help, because then you'll know a sure moon sign. Or if you at least know if you were born day or night, that can help you, so you can at least get a moon sign. But you can actually figure out through astrology and different events in your life, backtrack and kind of put it together what your ascendant is. And then also with just like your habits, your looks, how your childhood was, you can figure it out. And I'm usually pretty good at figuring out people's ascendants. You have to compartmentalize or you'll go cuckoo. You would love to buy a reading, please. Yes, please send in $15 to Cash App or to PayPal, Jamie, and we can go ahead and do your reading and drop your question in the chat. It'll come out more of a general read, though. For certain things, yes, unless you figure it out. Okay, Sierra said, how do my ancestors feel about Cameron? How are they feeling? Yes, okay, that's a good question. That's really good to do. Yes, so perfect segue, Sierra. If you feel like you're getting, asking directly the person's energy, getting hot and cold answers, go to their spirit crew or their higher self or your ancestors, okay? Even better. Anyway, to ask your mom what time you were born to get a hold of your birth certificate. Okay. Okay, for Sierra, how do Sierra's ancestors feel about Cameron? How do Sierra's ancestors feel about Cameron? All right. They came out kind of so judgment, justice. Wow. The Son of Swords reversed. Four of Wands reversed. Son of Pentacles. The Fool. Son of Wands. Look, they're like, he'll be back. I don't think they care for him that much. I don't get the vibe. I think that maybe he's kind of dug a hole for himself. Like maybe at first they weren't, particularly against him, but they feel like definitely you guys had some karma to work through, but they feel like he's been digging himself more of a hole than, taking advantage of this incarnation to make something good happen between you guys. Cinnamon D, oh, you're so cute. I love it. Skipping and hopping. Yes. So sorry, I got distracted by the chat again, y'all. It's Sag Moon. I'm just like whoop whoop whoop. Speaking of Sag, yeah, your ancestors are like, this person will be back. They'll be back. When they come back, though, they'll be more of on a Son of a Wands kind of tip. So they're kind of warning you. Just know they're more for like a roll in the hay, flash in a pan when they come back around. But they feel like they missed the mark. They decided not to do the work. They decided to not invest in this, connection that could have been a more serious relationship. Now off they go. Basically, they're acting like a fool, and they're just kind of calling it. They're like, stop the stopwatch. That's enough time wasted on you. Like you've made it be a waste on you. Cameron has, because they've decided not to be what they could have been. And so I feel like they're not impressed. It's like, dang, we wanted to believe that you were worth this investment, but what are you growling about, pup? I swear, my husky makes the weirdest sounds. Your ancestors know you too well. Yep. So they're just like, they're not feeling it. They're not feeling it too much. They're not. I think they're like, there's much better options. Like they kind of don't want them in the house. Like, okay, that's enough of you. Like we say on this channel, get off my porch, right? When the suitors come to the door and they're knocking on your door, you try to answer the door, right, with a little chain. And your ancestors in the back of the house in the kitchen like, tell them, get off my porch. Right? Boy, bye. Don't make me come out here with these grits. That's enough of you. So, yep, that's, at least they gave a concise answer. They said remember that old school song on the charm bracelet with Mariah Carey? That was back in the day. Sorry, but you had your chance. Look that one up. Ooh, that's a smooth song too. That's a smooth song. You should listen to that. Sorry, but you had your chance. That's what the ancestors said. Close for business. Yes. All right, Jamie, let me know if you sent in. Let me see here if everything's coming in. All right. refresh this. I think everyone's mostly sending in through PayPal today, which is fine, all right. Oh, that was like way after the point. I swear, Cash App will be adding it way after the point sometimes. I'm like, really? Okay. Well, okay then. What are you Are you dreaming? I think the puppy's dreaming. She's sleeping. Like, what is she making this noise? All right. I don't think Jamie has sent in yet. All right. I was just checking. Oh, literally checking. I accidentally checked all these boxes in the email. All right. Checking on things behind here. Hence their answer. Did they know you were crying last night? Yeah, exactly. Danielle's on spot. Hence their answer today. Justice in this deck is actually crying. So I would say yes. Because it was judgment. They said judgment. That's why they're mad. Let me find that justice card again. Sorry, I was looking on the other tab because I had felt that they were done with their answer on that. But I will show you. Where's that card? I love this deck. This is the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas, and there's an oracle, which is a Lenormand-based oracle that she's releasing this month. I think it's out already, so we'll definitely be getting that for the channel when I can. So, see, there, she's actually crying, and this is them calling it. They said they're done. So yes, I hope you can see that because it's kind of like a shadow. There you go. You see the tear on the justice? All right. Anybody else want a reading today? This morning, 11 a.m. Look at us. This has been a fun live. Y'all just have the best lives lately. I like the chill, calm morning lives too. Then we have our spicy incognito red lives. Okay, so if you want to be part of that, you want to ask those spicy questions, the questions that we email about, you can go ahead and get into that. All right. And I'll post that. I'll post it again on the tab, but there's already a lot of tabs about that. Man, I swear Leo season got us all loved up. Okay, emotional. Look, it said we know, the universe knows. Everybody get in. Ooh, what's that behind there? The Two of Wands. Everyone trying to decide what to do with all these feels we got caught up with in Leo season. Ain't that the truth? Okay, let's do a general love reading for ourselves. Maybe emotions taking you over. Yes. People are complicated. Okay, you see, Catherine. Okay, I was getting worried. I was thinking about that. 001 Amy. Hi, I would like to know what he feels for me. Hi, Amy. You can send in a payment. These are $15 readings. You can send it into Cash App or to PayPal, and I could answer that for you. We are going to do a general love reading for those who are here with good energy and commenting on the chat or liking the video. All right, general love reading. Oop. Some people are worried about competitors coming in and taking their booze. Yep. They're saying don't focus on that. That's not the case. Focusing on the other party and not valuing your friendship and connection that you do have with your love interest is actually what will make the love go dry. You have to consider, Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You have to actually consider all the different aspects of the relationship. That's what I thought it was. You have Destiny's Child emotions. Oops, my ring just flew off my hand. Okay, well, that's somewhere. My hand got cold for a second and it flew right off. So, look, that could be people That was my water ring that has the emotions. Speaking of emotions taking me over, as you're saying in the chat. So emotionally, we can be reactionary and like, I don't want to be friend zoned, or I don't like, I'm coming out of being single, I want a full relationship right now, boom. I want to know right away that you don't talk to anybody else and that you're not closer to anyone else than me. So it's like we can have some unrealistic demands that come out of our fears, and because we're kind of out of sync with dating, some of us, because we've been single for a while, or because we were in a relationship but we haven't dated, you know what I mean? And so it's like we could be taking for granted the connection we have with the person, or assuming just because we have this vast connection to them that in the real world, presto changeo, everything has to fall into place. And so the advice is to not be our own worst enemy, okay? Like, don't kind of stab our relationship chances in the back ourselves because we're feeling so intensely emotional. Because have you ever had someone do that to you? Like, imagine how that feels. I've had someone do that to me where I wasn't interested in them like that, and they were in the friend circle and they were attractive, and had they, been respectful and less intense to me, it could have developed into something else. But they were always like wishing bad on my connections and like jealous and like happy when I broke up and kind of rubbing it in, and I just ended up not wanting anything to do with them, right? It was too much energy they were pushing at me. Lit worst enemy. Yeah, so they're saying there is a chance to date this person. There is, okay? They're like, just because you can't see the long shot doesn't mean you have to run away, okay? That could be an aspect of yourself that you want to work on right now. It's not saying to go with someone that you feel like there's no goals, but it's saying sometimes we don't know. We don't know if we'd want to have a kid with that person. We don't know if, what's going to develop. And so we can't just like, boom, here's a gun, tell me right now. Are you going to have 3.56 kids with me? Are you going to agree to these names? Will you marry me on, 2020? Da 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 da. Like, we can't do that to people. But that's like what it is. It's like a love holdup. Okay, you're really resonating right now. Good, good. So it's saying instead of trying to get them first before they get you, we gotta chill. And I'm including myself in this because I'm water dominant and I'm fire after that. So, we're not trying to get hurt. Nobody wants to be hurt. But we have to value the connections we have. We have to remember that healing takes time. Okay, so if they've come out of a relationship, it doesn't matter if to us it seems like, well, they should be go for it. Not everybody starts dating the next week, the next month, a year. Sometimes it takes some time, or it could be other things in their life, because we're always like, what else could they possibly be thinking about? Just because we're obsessed, okay? But it's saying this person can have a lot on their plate. They could be very mercurial or have a lot of Aquarius, so Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius placements for some of you, or it's just, they're in their head a lot. They think about a lot of things. They have a lot to offer, but they're somebody who overanalyzes things. They have a lot going on in their life. They're trying to put themselves together, and they might not feel like they have the energy to pour out a ton of love. And especially if you dump a lot of that on them, a lot of emotional energy and demands, they're not really going to know how to respond to it right now. So it's saying there is a chance to, have connection with this person. Let it develop, and dating and getting to know each other is the way to go, okay? Yes. Is Floyd still here? What are you talking about referencing with the twin flame? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what. Hey, Red Diamond. Okay, now I have to put this on because it sounds so weird when it's not. You cut them off though. Well, maybe let it come back around, because I do feel with the star reversed, there could be some people who are blocked or disconnected now, but it's that kind of energy where it's like a semi-block. Look, you guys, this person, should I say this? This is what no, I can't say it because I think they watch in here. I'll have to say that's when you have to do the incognito live or the incognito red. The incognito live is any kind of questions. Incognito red is a bit more spicy, but we'll have to do one of those so I can Kiki and share with y'all a bit. But those are private. Those are on unlisted links, right? So you pay your $15 for your question to get in, and then we can all be a little bit more comfortable because we'll know exactly who's in the room, and we won't have to worry about somebody else seeing the video. But yes, I relate. Sometimes, we have blocked someone at one person, or blocked someone at one time because we were in our feels, but it doesn't mean we don't like them. You said, an ex who is Aquarius reminds me of this read. Ooh. And they could be coming back around. Oh, that's who you cut off. Okay. I don't know why that comment popped up after the fact. Had to because I was overly emotional. Yeah. Look. Look, I'm doing the eyes with you. Exactly, right? Exactly. People are trying to be logical now. They were like, man, Leo season got the best of us. We were feeling all amorous, trying to confess love, trying to talk to people. Now we're in Virgo season, y'all. Virgos will be even more, analytical about love than Scorpios will sometimes, because Scorpios will at least go into that deep soulmate emotional. They'll act on that, right? Virgo season is going to make everyone pull back. So yes, if your readings are a bit different than this season, than Leo, it makes sense. People are going to feel more practical. They're going to feel more like, I don't want to be a fool, all that kind of energy. People are going to be more having more scrutiny. Three of Cups of reverse just popped up. People are even scrutinizing their friend circle more. Air and water make you burst your bubble, right? Yes, yes. All right. Who would like a reading? Jamie, I didn't see your question or if you sent it in. Maybe you decided not to get one, or maybe you're working on it. If anyone else would like a reading, please go ahead and send in. Okay. Just a minute. And out. Okay. Someone at the door, and I think they're gonna come back around. I was like, do not disturb. No. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Are you air and water? Ooh, let's do, what is your guys' favorite element combination to date? Like, do you like air signs, air and water, fire and earth? What do you think? Who do I tend to date? I think I've dated a lot of fire water and earth water combos, but everyone I dated, I think, has a bit of all the signs, probably because I do. A lot of them have some air. A lot of times it's been Gemini. Just little hidden nuggets of Gemini. It wasn't hidden. I just got caught up, y'all. It caught me up. Yes, water and Pisces. Yep. I just love that little puddles of water in the chart, right? Uh-huh. Let's see, what moon signs have they been? I think I've been with all elements. Have I been with a fire moon? Oh, you know what? I don't know if I've dated a fire moon. I'm trying to think. I think they were air. No, I don't think I've dated a fire moon. Something about Aquariuses that get drawn to me. Yeah. Yep, we quite often can have different people. He said, hello, Queenie. Queenie? What the heck? I just mixed Queen Hemi. Thank you. I'd like to ask a question when the time's right. Oh my God. I need to eat something, y'all. Hi, Aruna. There's free general readings throughout this video, yes. We just did one actually shortly, but if you would like one, like a personal question to ask, that's $15, yeah. And anyone who would like to, you're not gonna let that go. No, don't tell Matthews. I'm always teasing her. We always say pirates have entered chat. I would tell you why, but she'd be like, you didn't have to tell that story. But there was something that she said, and it was like, I was like, it was something that could be related to like the Pirates of the Caribbean. So I put Pirates Adventure Chat, and it was very funny. So now we say that whenever we have a faux pas with our words. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Yay, let's check the percentage of the upload. Oh, y'all, this video is so long, but they ain't playing. Spirit said we need to get it out stat because it's at 91%. It's gonna process, which will take a little bit, and I gotta put the timestamps and get the description and the tags. And I actually don't have a thumbnail because this was another one. I have like 30 thumbnails. Scorpio, that's who you date. Earth babies, yes. Let's see. Okay, I'm just refreshing the payments on here. All right, I think we didn't get it from Jamie. Red Diamond, did you send your payment in? I don't know if I'm just not seeing them in Cash App because this one came in like almost an hour later from the other person. So did you send in Cash App? Can you tell me about my crush? He's Earth sign. Should I pursue? Is he planning anything? I'm in Aries. Aries and Earth signs. Okay. I can't see it. I'm going to wait for your comment because I don't see it. Red Diamond. Anyone else that would like to send in readings, you can, or payments for readings, you can absolutely do so. You can send in $15 to Cash App or PayPal. I don't have a payment from Red Diamond or Jamie that I can see. So that's why I wanted to check because I did get a very delayed payment in Cash App. It didn't come through till like way after. I don't know why. So I want to make sure if you did pay, if I'm seeing it, because I don't see one now currently from either of you. I don't know why they're coming through so late. I think the Wi-Fi is fine. I mean, it's going through. Okay, I see Catherine's. I see Catherine's come through. You just did? Did you pay on Cash App, love? Because I can't see it on PayPal. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what this is doing because it's not showing me on there. I see on PayPal just updated with Catherine's. Okay. Yes. Oh no, don't feel anxious. Okay. I'm waiting just a second so I can see if it was through Cash App because I want to know if there's something going on with this. If it's not coming through. I mean, sometimes Cash App will be a few minutes later. Oh, there it goes. Look, it just had something come through. Did it? There we go. All right. I got it. I got it. Thank you for your patience. I was like, this can't be tripping like this. All right. It is tripping like that, y'all. All right. So we'll do Red Diamonds. Then we have Catherine and whoever comes in next. Let me go back up to the question. Oh, it's right there. Yes, let's talk about Red Diamond's crush and Earth sign. Should Red Diamond and Aries pursue this crush and Earth sign? Ooh, I just see the Four of Wands. You know that's a card of Aries that says you make things happen yourself. If you want to go get it. Let's see what the rest of the reading says. Should Red Diamond and Aries go after this Earth sign? The crush. Should Red Diamond, the Aries, go after the Earth sign? Okay. Hi, love. Are you waking up? We have the Hangman reverse. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Justice. Okay. Queen of Pentacles reverse. It's literally like, don't stand on ceremony. Okay, you're not the Queen of England. Go out and get what you want. Is the feeling that I'm getting. Yeah, it's like no need to wait around, crying around. Like go out and bag you the lion. Okay. We don't mean hunt lions. We don't hunt big game. Okay. Don't like those guys. That's why I don't eat Jimmy John's. Yes, okay. Yeah, the energy is all move forward. Baby, are you waking up? Yeah, it's like don't walk away, don't delay. This is like a fun energy. Look, call today, literally. Don't delay, don't walk away. Call today. I'm cracking up. Do it. It's like just do it. This is even a Gemini card like Shia LaBeouf. Okay. So I mean that's it. That's word. Is like basically this card, I feel like it's like remember you're a heartbreaker because there's the Four of Wands and the Three of Swords. It's just like do it. Stick to Jersey Mike's, not Jimmy John's. Yeah, we don't have a Jersey Mike's here, but there's Melio, so I'll get that sometimes. Yep, and I love red diamond because the Aries and diamond, I get it. I see you. Yeah, so it's like go on out there, hit me with your best shot, but it's like you hitting them with your best shot, fire away. Absolutely. Give it to them. It's like you gonna knock them off their feet. Earth sign's not gonna know what hit them. Jimmy John's has stale bread. Their owner also uses the money to go poach animals. Go over into other countries and kill beautiful, majestic animals that they have no business doing because they're rich and get away with it. So I'm like, we ain't going Jimmy John's it no more. Yes, I love it. I think it's going to go very successful for you. Red diamond. Love Jersey Mike's. I don't know if we have any around here. I feel like I've seen them before. I know I've seen the commercials, but maybe that was when I was in California, actually, not here. Baby, are you waking up? I think she can't decide if she wants to wake up or not. You're a bit coy. Oh, that's so cute. Are you a shy Aries? That's so cute when the Aries are shy. Hi, baby. They're based out of the East Coast. Okay, slowly moving to the Midwest. All right. I don't know why I've heard their commercials before then. Maybe on like some like the Quad City commercials or something. Yes. Okay. Oh, we have Catherine's. That's right. We have Catherine's other question. Catherine says, please offer me guidance in this situation. I mean, what should I do? Should I confess my feelings or should I wait for better timing and work on myself now? Yes. All right. Should Catherine confess their feelings or wait for a better time and work on themselves? Should Catherine confess their feelings or wait for a better time and work on themselves? Okay. Let's see what we got here. We have the Chariot, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Swords reverse, Four of Cups, Two of Cups reversed. Ooh. Okay, bottom of the deck is Five of Wands. I'm going to pull a few more. The Devil, Five of Cups reversed, Ten of Swords reversed, Ten of Wands, Five of Wands. Well, not to be judgmental, I'm sure she's always working on herself, but sometimes we work on that exact step of ourselves instead of taking the step towards the person, we take it inwards. You're welcome. What did you do, puppy? You know, sometimes you just look at the puppy and they're looking at you a certain way and they did something. You can see it in their aura, in their eyes, in their fur. They did something. Look, she walked away. What did you do, Zora? I'm gonna find out. Mama's gonna find it. She's looking all sheepish, like she's up to something, or she already did it. Zora, what did you do? It's over there. Did you get something? Did you get that blanket? Yeah, that blanket. Oh, Zora. She's it's like she's totally reacting to everything like, yeah, over there. Yeah, that blanket, puts her head down. Every experience is a lesson learned. Yeah. I'll come see it in a bit. Thank you for kind of telling on yourself. Okay. So, puppy distractions aside and learning lessons aside, what I think, you have a strong energy to, it's like take a moment to gather yourself and release the burden of forcing this relationship, and then go ahead and talk to this person and confess how you feel. But it's like when you go to them, don't come to them burdened. It's like, gather yourself in meditation first. And how sometimes we feel that energy where we feel something so intensely for someone that we almost have to be like, fuck it, never mind. Like we're in that place. I'm either going to throw myself and all my energy on you, or I'm going to cut it off for all existence, right? So it's like kind of come off the ledge of that, right? We don't have to jump off the cliff of feelings and romance. It's just, it's wonderful to feel so deeply for somebody, but it's like talk yourself down off of that first and get all of these conflicting feelings to unify and say, okay, this is what I want to achieve in this relationship. This is the energy I feel like I can put at it. This is how much I can say without feeling like I violate my personal boundaries and give too much. This is how much that I don't want to give. Yes, we're still here, Mary J. Yes, we are. And once you get that point, Catherine, yes, go ahead and go ahead and confess and let the person know how you feel, because it's saying you don't want to miss the opportunity, but you also want to make sure that you come correctly and not out of angst and not out of this is my last resort and not out of blah. You know how it's just blah. My Pisces friend would do that. She's like, yeah, but I talked and I confessed and then I just like basically just emotionally vomited all over the person, So yes, try to take care of your burdens and stresses spiritually and not carry that sadness and anxiety and weight to put onto the relationship. And then yes, chariot, you go for it, honey. You do the thing. Yes, Three of Pentacles, chariot, Four of Cups, but positive because you're going for the ace after you've meditated. I like that. All right, so that's the advice. That's good advice. Good advice cards. Very good advice. Thank you. It has been a wonderful live. Woohoo! Babies. Exactly. I need to calm down. Everybody calm down. Emotional calm down. Anxiety tells what you want. Confidence draws it to you. Exactly. Do you know what's a brilliant emotional alchemy? This is emotional alchemy. When you feel anxiety, transmute it into excitement. So whenever you feel a certain energy, transmute it into something that feels similar but is a positive emotion. Is that Taylor Swift? Oh God, please. What did I do to deserve to be quoted at by Taylor Swift? No, I think I sent a payment. Make sure, please. I will. Just one moment, baby's up, and I'm going to go get her a drink real quick right here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. My baby's waking up. My baby's waking up. My sweet baby. Did you have a good sleep? Did you grow more? You're so long. You're as long as the bed. Oh my goodness. That's all done. Oh my goodness sakes. Wow. Ta-da. Oh, honey. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we'll get you some fresh clothes. okay. I love you. How's Horsey? Did Horsey have a good sleep? Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Megan's cold. I'm sorry, they're so cold. Zora's been up. She's been awake all morning. Mm-hmm. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Let's change you real quick, okay? Yeah, let's change you real quick. Zora, Zora. We have the show on. Everybody's on the show. Ready, ready, ready. You're so tall, seriously. We gotta measure you. Some more, some more, some more. Are you hungry? Maybe Zora wants some of your baby food. Okay. Just a minute, y'all. Da, 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 da. Okay. Come here. Ah, how many hugs? Yeah, how many hugs? Okay, let's do it. There we go. We'll get some hugs in here. I got you. Are you alright? Oh, don't work, that hurts so much. Come here, we gotta put this on though. Mom's gotta go back on the thing real quick, okay? Is that alright? Come here. Yeah, I gotta get that going. Yeah, let's put this away. Honey, you have the diaper. Zora said you're just gonna not put it on? Okay, just a minute. Okay, guys, so here's the scoop. I'm gonna have to come back on later or at a different time. Baby's up, and we had to change clothes and things, and she just doesn't want to put any clothes on or anything on and wants to run around that way, which a little bit okay, but I'm going to have to supervise that and get her dressed and diapered and fed and all of these things. So mommy things. So, it is Sagittarius moon. People want to be free, okay? She wants to be free right now. So I'm going to go tend to these things. We've been on a long time. And let me see. I will check Mary J to see if that came through. I'm sorry. Just when you come back. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I don't see it on Cash App, but that's been delayed. Let me check the PayPal just so I can verify for you. And then yours will be first up next time I go live. And if you want to email me the question so that I could do it either way. Oh, wait, I don't see it here. Let me see. Actually, I don't see it, but my Cash App has been slightly delayed, so there's a chance that it will take a moment, or some minutes to come through. Okay, let me go over here. You're so welcome. It was in Cash App? Okay, it'll probably show up in like half an hour. I don't know why. It's been pretty late, delayed today. Yeah, so if you want to email me your question, Mary J, we'll do you first on the next live. Okay. All right, but I'm going to have to sign off for now. And thank you so much. It was a great, I appreciate y'all. And we'll have a video uploaded here pretty soon after I finish up mommy time. Thank you so much. Thank you, Danielle. All right, bye.